issues. CareSpot offers online and mobile options to schedule your appointment. You can also call ahead, which means less time in the lobby. CareSpot has 8 convenient locations, including Blue Springs, Lee Summit, Raytown, and Leewood. Visit them online at carespot.com.
The Beef Jerky Outlet is now open for business. They carry a wide selection of outstanding jerkies, sauces, rubs, popcorn, candy, and much more. The Beef Jerky Outlet carries over 200 varieties of beef jerky from wild to mild. Alligator, kangaroo, and elk jerky are available too. The Beef Jerky Outlet, located at 18920 East Valley View Parkway in Independence, in the Strip Mall just south of Costco in the Eastland Plaza. Call 816-795-1060 or go online at independencejerky.com.
Hello?
Hi, Eric. This is Terry from Farmers Insurance. Any changes regarding your home or car?
Well, I started carpooling with some friends from work.
No problem. With the extra people in the car, we want you to stay safe, so let me update your liability limits.
Perfect.
Until you close the gaps in your insurance, you could be living dangerously. We'll help you know the gaps and lose all the...
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
For great rates and outstanding service, contact Blue Springs Farmers agents Kevin Hornick and Jake Greco. Proud to bring you the Cats and Jags.
Papa John's wants to reward your passion for the Blue Springs School District. Now through the end of the school year, receive 40% off your entire regular menu price online order, plus an additional 10% will be donated back to the Blue Springs Educational Foundation. Go to papajohns.com. Enter the promo code BSEF40. That's BSEF40 to receive 40% off your entire regular menu price online order and an additional 10% donated back to the Blue Springs Educational Foundation. Papa John's supports Blue Springs schools. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Hi, this is Tony Reisinger for CarStar Blue Springs, located at 3210 West 40 Highway. Over the past 18 months, I have utilized the outstanding services of CarStar Blue Springs on 3 occasions. Each visit was expedient and worry-free. The friendly and professional staff at CarStar Blue Springs took care of all the details and had a rental vehicle ready when I arrived. When it comes to auto body repair, I always recommend CarStar Blue Springs. Call 220-1100. Online at carstarbluesprings.com. CarStar Blue Springs. Relax. We'll take it from here.
As we get set to go with the kickoff of tonight's game, the Jays have appeared to win the toss, and so they are going to kick the football away and defer until the second half. Tonight's kickoff will come at 7:01, and our temperature is 47 degrees with a steady rain falling here at Larry Stewart Memorial Stadium. Time and temp is presented by WeatherTech Roofing. Call 228-2005. WeatherTech Roofing is proud to bring you the Cats and Jags. Nichols is back deep, along with Jerome Hawkins and T.J. Bolkin, a senior who is a quarterback and a kicker by trade, kicks it off high and deep, 2-yard line. It's taken by Nichols. He's going to bring it straight ahead, slips a tackle, but then gets caught at the 15 and is down at the 17-yard line, and that's where the Jags will have it on offense, first down and 10. Our opening kickoff brought to you by Constantino's Price Chopper, your local family-owned grocer since 1948. They're proud supporters of high school football and a Vision Sports sponsor for the past 19 seasons. Stop by Price Chopper, where there's always fresher ways to save. So it's first down and 10. The Jags go right to left as you look at your radio dial, and they will send Jake Lamb in motion. He'll line up on the wing on the far side. Cofield is the lone setback, and Nigro's going to keep it and run the football and then get nailed as he gets to the 20-yard line. And there to make the tackle was Isaiah Sands, and he's a guy who goes about 6'1" and is 190 pounds of steel and sex appeal, as they used to say.
Well, it was just a speed option with no pitch man. Just attack the corner and quarterback sweep. We'll see what we run this time.
So it'll bring up second down, and they're going to give him 2, so we'll go second down and 8. Just shy of the 20-yard line, a man in motion. Nichols on the sweep, coming to the near side, and the Jays will stretch it out. He'll get to the 20 before getting knocked out of bounds. I hesitate to say the jet sweep only because maybe that's what the play was called, but he never really got any speed and got any headway.
Well, the jet sweep is when the motion man comes full speed across, and that was just a plain handoff to the back on a handoff sweep, we call, and really the the Jeff City kids on the corner did a great job on the perimeter of turning that play back in, and really didn't have much of a chance. It's going to be 3rd and about 7 here. We'll see if the Jags can pick it up.
And they will probably look to throw the football for the first time. They send trips out wide to the right side. The left side is all alone and empty, and an offside is going to be called, and jumping into the neutral zone was Sands. And then he and Briley Moore McKinney exchanged pleasantries right at the outset of the penalty call, and it will be offside against Jefferson City.
Little hard count action there by the quarterback. Did a nice job of drawing Jeff City off sides to keep them honest, and maybe they'll hesitate a little bit on this down. Still 3rd down, but only about 2 yards to go.
So now you've got a decision to make. Do you run the football or do you try to throw it? Our first quarter brought to you by Rancho Grande Cantina, where every Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. Buy one, get one tacos every Tuesday. 3rd down and 2, and the handoff to Cofield, and he's going to get the first down. Out over the 25, close to the 29-yard line.
Nice job right up the middle. The offensive line did a good job of opening up a hole. Really, that's the best gain we've had on any of the 3 other plays. So, nice job. The Jags give themselves a little breathing room at the 29-yard line, and we'll see if maybe they can open up the playbook a little bit now.
Cofield has rushed for over 700 yards this year and has been a mainstay on both sides of the football. This time, operate out of the true pistol set with the running back standing directly behind the quarterback, who is about 5 yards behind the line. Straight handoff, nice hole up the middle. Cofield runs into one of the officials, who ends up making the tackle on the play, because if he doesn't hit the back judge, he's gone.
Yeah, I tell you what, Cofield's just got such quick feet. The official didn't really have a chance. Did a great job of getting through the hole, made a linebacker miss, and was really off to the races until ran into the official.
Well, at least they could have done was give him a first down out of the deal, buddy.
2nd and short, though.
2nd down and short. He ends up gaining 9 yards on the play. Hawkins and Briley Moore McKinney go split wide to the right. Again, out of the pistol formation, Cofield with a handoff straight up the middle. He gets outside the 40 to the 42 before he is upended. Making the tackle on the play for Jeff City is David Rogers, the senior linebacker. Also in on the stop was Isaac Moreland.
Another straight handoff up the middle. I'm not really surprised, but it's good to see our offensive line doing such a good job against the Jeff City defensive line. They've got 8 men in the box, and so it's really crowded in there, and the Jags doing a great job of opening up holes.
9:40 remaining in a scoreless first quarter. Jags have their hands on the ball for the first time. Nichols on the jet sweep, turns the corner, and gets to the outside 45 to the 50. First down into Jeff City territory, and he's run out at the 47-yard line, and that'll be good for another Blue Springs South first down. Running him out of bounds is Melchi Burnley, a senior, 6'1", 225 pounds. He's a defensive lineman who made the stop 12 yards up the field.
Isaiah Sands as a free safety, and he, I don't think it was blitz, and I don't even think it was a delayed blitz, but he came really hard, and our running back made him miss, and so that's what opened up the corner. They're trying to cover the safeties inside out on that.
Lamb and Hawkins go wide to the right, and the fake and the handoff, and Nigro's going to get to the outside, break a couple of tackles, inside the 40, inside the 35, and he is down at the 32-yard line.
The cornerback came up and missed him. I think his hand slipped on the slick jersey with the rain like this. Did a great job. Noah did a great job of taking care of the football that was swinging out a little bit loose. He tucked it inside, cut inside, and had a nice gain.
So they're going to put him down between the 31 and 32-yard lines, and Lamb and Hawkins go split wide to the right. Nichols comes to the near side, and now Lamb will line up on the wing near side, almost like a tight end, as Cofield in the backfield, play action fake. Nigro to throw. He's got a man out there, but he overthrows, and it is intercepted. Intercepted at the 1, and coming out of there after picking that pass off, Dennis Barnes, and Nigro was slow getting up in the center of the field in the Jags logo at about the 43-yard line.
Well, we had Briley Moore McKinney open, and he just overthrew him. That there was a safety back deep, and he was able to get to the ball. So not sure he saw the safety, but unfortunately, he just kind of missed Riley on that.
So they put the ball down on the 1-yard line. Our first quarter brought to you by Rancho Grande Cantina, where you can enjoy half-price appetizers Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Gunnar C. is the quarterback, 6'4", 170 pounds. He's thrown for just shy of 1,900 yards. Fumbles the football, and it is loose on the ground. The Jags say they have it. The Jags have the football.
What we say that one of the keys to the game was it's a slick ball, and you got to hold on to it. So very important, especially on that part of the field. The ball was slick, it got away, and Blue Springs South is in business inside the 1-yard line.
We are giving credit to either is Isaiah Miles is who.
Kevin Hornick says it's Isaiah Miles, and I trust him.
We couldn't tell if it was 54 or 64 from the other side of the booth. So Noah Nigro will come back out. And the Jags have the football, first down and goal inside the red zone at the 1-yard line, running out of a split back formation. Nigro under center. He will take the handoff, give to Hawkins, off tackle, powers his way to the goal line. He's going to be stopped short.
The Jeff City defensive line did a much better job that time, driving him back. And then number 3, that's Gavin Strobel, came up and finished off the tackle. So good pursuit there by the Jeff City Jays.
And this trip into the red zone presented by U.S. Bank Investments Advisor Eric Sporing. If you want to provide for your children's education or prepare for a comfortable retirement, call Eric at 655-3065. It's second down and goal from the 1-yard line. This time, same split back set. And Nigro is going to burn a timeout. Our first quarter presented by Rancho Grande Cantina in Blue Springs. 7:59 to go in a scoreless first quarter, though the Jags are knocking on the door. Second and goal at the 1 when we come back after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
Little Sports Shop, located at 1006 Main Street, can make your team look sharp. Little's carries a range of great custom uniforms that will fit into anyone's budget. Apparel from top names like Adidas, Russell, Rawlings, Under Armour, and more. Little's is also your locally owned one-stop shop for any equipment and accessories that you, your team, or your league would need. Your team will always look great in uniforms from Little Sports Shop. Call 229-3606. Little Sports Shop, proud to bring you the Cats and Jags.
No scores, 7:59 remaining here in quarter number 1. Rob Evans, Buddy Young from Larry Stewart Memorial Stadium. It's second down. Cofield powers his way straight ahead. No indication. Now it's a touchdown.
Nice job by the offensive line, and basically Noah just got out of the way, handed the ball to Cofield, and he powered his way into the end zone. Nice job by the center and both guards on that play, and they just drove Jeff City back into the end zone. Nice job.
6-0. Jags have the advantage. Jake Rourke in to attempt the extra point. He's 32 of 35 for the year. And the snap back, the ball down, the kick is up, and it's good. 7:50 to go, first quarter. It's the Jags 7, Jeff City nothing. Back with the Blue Springs South kickoff after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than about retirement. But if you think your retirement deserves more attention, I can help. I'm Eric Sporing, financial advisor at U.S. Bank and Corp Investments. Stop by my office at 1500 North 7 Highway in Blue Springs.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not guaranteed by the bank, may lose value, not insured by any federal government agency. Investment products and services are available through U.S. Bank Corp Investments, member FINRA, SIPC, an investment advisor and brokerage subsidiary of U.S. Bank Corp and affiliate of U.S. Bank.
7-0. Jags have the advantage, and Jake Rourke is going to kick it away. So Jeff City will get the kickoff. Adam Huff standing deep, and this one's going into the end zone, so he can't bring it out. And it will come to the 20-yard line. First down and 10.
We'll get a better look at the Jeff City Jays offense. It's unfortunate for them. They had the fumble snap, and maybe that's going to cause them to take just a little bit extra care when they snap the ball, but they've got a big offensive line, and we'll see what they have in their game plan.
Our first quarter brought to you by Rancho Grande Cantina in Blue Springs. Every Tuesday is Taco Tuesday, where you buy one, get one free. And half-price appetizers from 11 to 4 on Saturday. Gunner C, the quarterback. His running back is Denzel Wilson. And they fumble the snap again, and C will have to fall on it this time at the 15-yard line. He was under center first time. Second time, he was in the shotgun, the short shotgun.
I think he was trying to hand the ball off to the running back before he really had control of it. I don't think that was the slippage because of the rain. Just really maybe a little bit nervous after losing the ball on that first down.
Wilson is rushed for 731 yards, and C is their second leading runner. They'll fake to Wilson. Gunner C keeps it and gets stopped for no gain trying to get to the corner.
And on the initial down there, you can see Blue Springs South is really quick on their defensive line, and I think they beat the offensive lineman into the gap and really were in the backfield before they had a chance to let the play develop. Nice job by the Jags defensive line.
So it is third down and 16. And a man in motion, empty backfield. C to throw, floats it out long, and it's over the outstretched hand of the intended receiver. And trying to haul that one in was Alan Rottingen. He is their tight end, 6'2", 2 1/4. And he's not their leading receiver. He's caught 18 passes this year. Adam Huff is their leading guy. Daniel Ellinger is their second leading receiver.
Nick Blair, the linebacker, covered him and really did a nice job on it. There was really not much of an opening space to get the ball in there.
So the punting situation and a high kick sends Nichols back to his own 45. Slips a tackle. He's into Blue Springs South territory, or Jeff City territory at the 30. Cuts back at the 20 and is caught from behind.
No flags. Great job. We went for the block that time. There were no Blue Springs South blockers in front of him. He just got them to run all the way back. Trying to get a message here from Tony. The tackle, number 18.
A nice block for the Jags. Just Joseph Bustiami is the guy who had the tackle, and there is a penalty flag down. It's an illegal use of the hands, and the ball comes out to the 40. That's where the Jags will have it, first down and 10.
I am not a psychic, and I was trying to read Tony Reisinger's mind here. I didn't see the flag go down. That's unfortunate, but we're in their territory.
And the direct snap to Noah Nigro. He'll give it to Cofield, who gets 3 tough yards inside the 40 down to the 37.
You got to be impressed. The Jags have handled the ball now probably 10 or 11 times, and of course I may jinx us here. We're hanging onto the ball, not fumbling, and Jeff City's kind of struggling with that.
3-yard gain. Jalen Martin is the guy who gets credit for the tackle. Royals have a run in the top of the first inning. They lead that one 1-0 at Citi Field in New York. The handoff. Hawkins gets hit at the line of scrimmage and driven back. And Jerome is not a big enough guy that he can take on the big defensive tackles, and the Jays get to the ball quickly.
Then Tate Borgmeyer also added in from the secondary, so not a great down that time. It's going to be 3rd and long, probably 3rd and 8.
Similar situation. Nigro throws the interception, but then the defense gets it back with a fumble recovery, which leads to the touchdown. Jags lead 7-0. Nigro to throw, and he can't get away. Now he does, and hits the intended receiver on the hands. And he went to throw the ball, but, Coach, when he did, nobody was there.
Well, it was a screen pass, and Jalen Martin was right there next to the receiver, and Noah didn't want to throw the interception there, so he kind of threw it at the receiver's feet. Nice job of coverage by the Jeff City Jays that time. They sniffed out that screen pass.
Care Spot Urgent Care has 8 locations in the Kansas City area. They're open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., which means that you can get care when you and where you need it, because life surprises don't always happen during regular business hours. Go online at carespot.com. Jackson's going to come in to punt it away. He'll hit it from about the 48-yard line. A high punt that will bounce the 10, carry him to the goal line. Saved in out of the end zone and knocked out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
What a punt.
Great punt, but then when it skimmed along the turf, we can't see who knocked it back out of the end zone. And I want to say that it was Colin West who got a hand on the ball and knocked it out of bounds at the 4-yard line, which is where the Jays will take over. So they've had 2 drives start, one at the 1-yard line, the other at the 4.
Boy, and this is such a huge factor for the Jays to have to start inside their 10-yard line.
They trail 7-0 with 5 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And Gunner C, their quarterback, will hand the ball off, and not a lot of room there. They'll go from the 4 to the 6-yard line. Coming out of there after carrying the football is Bustami. That's Joseph. He's the running back. Nathaniel is the receiver, and Bustami is rushed for 113 yards this year.
Tackle made by
Elijah Twy.
Elijah Twile now.
Running out of the single back set, and C is going to run the option and did not get the pitch away in time. Tried to turn it upfield and gets tackled for a loss.
Looks like Mason Fletcher.
6:35 to go in the first quarter. 3-0 Ray Peck leads Blue Springs.
No, it's Hunter Jenkins. I apologize. The linebacker came up and made a good play that time. That's the option, so everybody stayed home and did their assignments. That's one of the keys we talked about.
He'll dry his hands, and then C ducks under center, and he will throw the football, float it out, and overthrow everybody. Looks like West had the best shot at getting the football, or was it? It was Cale Connors who had the best shot at the ball, but they even overthrew him by about 5 yards.
Well, we had him bracketed. I'm not sure it was intentional, but we had a defensive back in front of him, and Cale was behind him, so there was just no place to put the ball.
Question for you. You run the option when you keep the ball on the ground and then throw the ball. Those are 2 radically different things. Makes it difficult on the defense.
It does. But once again, that's where the discipline comes in. They've gone over all these things, and what you can't do is have one person try to help another person out and do his job for him.
J.T. Bolkin punts it away. Nichols is going to catch it on the run, and he makes a fair catch call at the 45-yard line, and a flag is dropped. And are they going to say, there's another one that is thrown trailing the play, that he tried to run as he was catching it on the run and then didn't stop on a dime.
It may be an illegal fair catch call, but I was worried that the punter ran into one of our kids that tried to block the ball. I didn't know if they were going to call roughing the kicker.
Well, if they would have, they'd have dropped the flag way back upfield, and these two come. The first one was thrown at the 47, and the second one was thrown back at the 35. And
illegal fair catch.
Holding is going to be taken.
There were 2 penalties.
So the hold was back, however, at about the 45, and then the penalty up near the 30 is the one that was declined. 3:51 to play, first quarter. It's 7-0, Blue Springs South. Vision Sports, and we'll talk about that in a moment.
I'll tell you, even with a penalty, we've got the ball at the 44. That's good field position.
Jags their own 44. And Nigro is going to pitch the ball out, kind of a quick throw that Hawkins catches but falls down back at the 42, so they'll lose 2 yards on the play.
I don't know if his footing went out from under him or he just the ball was a little bit short. But once again, we're seeing the effects of the wet football. Hard to throw, hard to catch. Loss of 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 12.
Well, the back judge covers the football while the teams are in the huddle with what looks like a giant oven mitt. I kid you not. 2nd down, jet sweep to Hawkins. He'll turn the corner and get through. Big hole. He's at the 30, 20, 15, 10, and corralled inside the 10. He'll be spotted out at the 9.
Just a handoff sweep, and they really misjudged his speed. The perimeter people came up, thought they had him corralled, and he darted inside. Oh, my gosh, what a nice run. He just outran the safety. They were lucky that somebody was back deep enough to run him out of bounds.
Isaiah Sands is the guy who ran him out and hauled him down from behind, but that turns field position, and what was good field position becomes even better as the Jags are inside the red zone once again, brought to you by U.S. Bank Investments Advisor Eric Sporing. With a back, that's Cofield in the pistol. They hand it to Cofield inside the 5, fighting to the goal line, and he is in for the touchdown.
Off tackle play. You've got to be impressed with Blue Springs South offensive line. I just saw a flag go up. I don't know if that was an illegal celebration or taunting.
The white towel over at the side. I don't see yellow.
A yellow flag right on the goal line.
Okay, I can't see that one.
It came after the play, after the call for a touchdown.
So before we write it down, let's wait and see what it is. Noah Nigro comes to the sideline. So it is a touchdown. And unsportsmanlike, they'll enforce it on the kickoff.
Somebody said something they shouldn't say, I guess, after the touchdown.
But, boy, that was a quick penalty flag, so it had to be that because he didn't have time to get up and celebrate.
Right. I've noticed a little bit of jabbering between Jeff City kids and the Blue Springs South kids. You got to be disciplined on that.
2:56 to go, first quarter. And Rourke is going to boot this one up and through. With 2:56 to go, first quarter, it's the Jags 14, Jeff City nothing. Back with a kickoff after this from Vision Sports on 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
The Beef Jerky Outlet is now open for business. They carry a wide selection of outstanding jerky, sauces, rubs, popcorn, candy, and much more. The Beef Jerky Outlet carries over 200 varieties of beef jerky from wild to mild. Alligator, kangaroo, and elk jerky are available too. The Beef Jerky Outlet, located at 18920 East Valley View Parkway in Independence, in the strip mall just south of Costco in the Eastland Plaza. Call 816-795-1060 or go online at independencejerky.com.
Jags with a 2-score lead. Adam Huff back deep, along with Dennis Barnes. David Wright with a 2-run homer off Giordano Ventura in the first inning. So the Mets with a 2-1 advantage. Jake Rourke is going to boot this one away from the 25-yard line. They're standing deep at around the 13. No breeze to speak of as Rourke hits it high. And coming up to make the catch, the 26 is Huff. There's a block in the back that gets missed, and Huff right down the middle of the field takes it out over the 45 to the 47-yard line. And not sure who it was who got nailed by the Jags. Looked like it was Rockwell. And he was slow getting up.
And it couldn't have been in front of the official anymore. But Jeff City has great field position at their own 45-yard line as a result of that unsportsmanlike call.
So they get their best field position start of the game. First time they've been outside the 20, and Gunner C will spin and dive back to the line of scrimmage as he was trying to run the down-the-line option and had nowhere to go.
Yeah, he had a little bit too much depth, and we did a great job of covering that on the option play. and he's really lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to go with no huddle.
Actually, they lost a yard on the play, so great coverage by the Jags.
It's 2nd down and 9. Rain still coming down at a rather steady pace. And Gunner C with a man in motion, and he will hand the ball off to his running back. Not a lot of room there for Denzel Wilson. He does get a couple of yards, and it'll be 3rd down and 9. And they're giving him a much better spot than I thought.
Tough kid, though. He got hit a couple of times and ran through a tackle there. Did a really nice job carrying the ball.
He's a small guy, comparatively speaking, 5'9", 175 pounds. He ends up getting 3 yards out of that, or 4, to make it 3rd and 7. And they go to the line of scrimmage. They've gone to the no-huddle set.
They're 0 for 4 on 3rd down, so we'll see if we can hold them this time.
And they're going to throw the football and lose it out of bounds, but the receiver was knocked out by Connors. The pass was caught, kind of a little dump pass to Alan Rottingen.
Connors did a great job of getting him out of bounds before he got to the 1st down marker. It's going to be 4th and a long 2 or 3 yards.
That'll bring up 4th down and 2.
Yeah, it's a long 2, and they're going to go for it. Down 2 scores in the first quarter. They feel like they've got to keep the drive alive. And they've got the receivers, 2 of them to the near side, running out of an I formation. And there's motion as the defense jumps into the neutral zone. So that'll give Jeff City a 1st down on the encroachment penalty.
Well, that's too bad. Discipline there. We got to watch what we're doing.
54 seconds, 54.9 to be exact, left to go here in the first quarter. Jays lead it 14-0. 3 plays, 56 yards, a 9-yard run for Cofield, who has scored twice here in the first quarter. That gives the Jags their 2-touchdown lead. Twins come to the near side, again out of the I formation, as Jeff City looks for something that will work offensively. A fumbled snap. They'll pitch the ball. It's loose on the ground, kicked around, and eventually goes out of bounds. And they'll bring it back, and they're going to say an incomplete forward pass. That could have been a situation where if they called it a fumble, the ball would have been out of bounds way upfield.
I think somebody kicked it out of bounds.
They did.
Yeah, it bounced around. That's a hard call for an incomplete pass.
2nd down and 10, probably the fair one as they run it on the option, and C with his best carry and their best offensive play of the game as he ends up getting close to 6 yards.
We didn't do as well covering the quarterback that time. Sometimes you're not as disciplined and cost us a little bit on the yardage. It's going to be 3rd and about 5.
So they give him 5. Clock runs, 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. C will hand the ball off to Wilson, big hole, and he's going to get the 1st down inside the 30 to the 25.
Nice job by the Jeff City line of opening up a hole, just a straight dive, and running back number 25 shows a little shiftiness there. He did a nice job with that.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Jays. 14-0, Blue Springs South. First quarter coming to a close with 4 seconds left. 3, 2, and that's the end of the quarter as Jeff City started to put their play into gear, but they'll do it in the second quarter, and they'll do it at the other end. Battle of state-ranked teams here at Larry Stewart Memorial Stadium. At the end of one, it's 3rd-ranked Blue Springs South 14, 4th-ranked Jeff City nothing. Back with the second quarter right after this from Vision Sports on 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Hey, Wildcat and Jaguar fans, get your discounts pumped up with a discount double check from the Blue Springs State Farm agents, proud to bring you the Cats and Jags. Call Bob Watson at 229-7878 or Clint Osborne at 229-0083. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. This is Myron Thomas with your in-game update presented by Foster Dental Care, providing healthy smiles in Blue Springs for over 30 years. Call 228-6988 online at fosterdentalcare.com. Second quarter score, Ray Peck 6, Blue Springs 0. In the first quarter, Raytown 14, Fort Osage 0, and also in the first quarter, Lee Summit West 7, Springfield Kickapoo 0. Now let's go back to Rob Evans and Buddy Young at Larry Stewart Stadium.
That would only be a slight upset if Raytown beat Fort Osage, leading early 14-0. Here, Blue Springs South with a 14-0 lead over Jeff City, and they're going to hand the ball off to Wilson. He'll skip a tackle at the line of scrimmage and get down to the 21-yard line and pick up 4 yards. That'll be second down and about 6 yards to go for the first. Second quarter brought to you by CarStar Blue Springs.
He's got a little shiftiness in him also. When you get out to the open field away from the goal line, he's done a nice job running the ball.
Out of the I formation, a different look and a different cadence, and again, an encroachment penalty against Blue Springs in the middle of the line, and we're going to get a personnel change as big number 72, Josh Johnson, the senior, will come in and take over that interior line spot. So a pair of encroachment penalties on this drive, Coach. C will hand it off to Wilson. Wilson gets hit as he gets down to the 15, breaks a tackle and fights his way down to the 14-yard line, and Cofield is there for Blue Springs South.
Better job secondary helped him a little bit. He showed a lot of patience waiting to make his cut, and some of our pursuit caught up with a little bit, so better job that time.
Good for a first down, 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. And the handoff. Wilson gets it and gets down to the 10-yard line. And right now the Jays have figured out a combination that will work against this Jags defense.
Yeah, their line is doing a good job right now, and our perimeter didn't hold up as well. So it's going to be second down and probably about 7.
They will put the tight end in tight on the right side. Running out of the I with twin receivers. C is going to keep it. Big hole and spins down to the 5.
Too many men on the dive play and nobody covers the quarterback. That's what happened the last time they ran the option. We talked about being disciplined. You talked about it being such a different play. You've really got to just take care of your responsibility and not try to help out your neighbor. So whoever covered the quarterback that time jumped on the dive back.
Jake Lamb made the tackle. Opening couple of moments of quarter number 2, and the Jays are on the verge of cutting it to a 1-score game. They have second. Well, according to the sticks, it's 3rd down and about a yard from the 5. And they hand off to the fullback going straight ahead. The fullback is Joseph Bastami. And he'll get the first down. It'll be 1st and goal at about the 3-yard line. Bustamante is how you pronounce that. Say it fast 5 times and tell me how you make it out.
Good luck with that, Coach.
Yeah. They're going to have Bustamante as the single setback, bring Wilson in motion. Bustamante gets it. No, they gave it to Wilson on the wing back around, and he gets stopped back at the 5. But they'll probably put it on the 4.
Yeah, that's a fake to the first back through and then try the little reverse with the wing coming around. And we were able to throw that play for a loss. So it's going to be second down back at, looks like about the 5-yard line.
Second down and goal from the 5. They did put it on the 5. How do you like that?
Need a big turnover here.
Double wing set. Wilson comes in motion, and Gunner C to the outside. He stiff arms one man, dives to the pylon, and they're going to say that he got inside the pylon for the touchdown.
Reached out with his hand and put the ball over the goal line before he went out of bounds. So nice job by Gunner. We're not doing a great job of covering the quarterback on the option.
He gives you a kind of a strange look for a guy who runs. He's 6'4" and 170 pounds. And has proven to be a very adept runner. High snap. The kick is down and good. That one booted through by Bolkin, and it's 14-7. Blue Springs South has the lead. Jeff City's going to kick it away with 8:46 to go, second quarter. Right after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
A Minor Adjustment is a trusted choice for your chiropractic care and acupuncture needs in Blue Springs and Eastern Jackson County. Dr. Andy Minor and his caring staff are ready to assist you for body aches and pains, sports injuries, or if you've been injured in an automobile accident. A Minor Adjustment has 2 convenient locations to serve you. Downtown at 801 West Main Street. Call 228-5522. And inside Club 7 Fitness at 1241 Southwest 7 Highway. Call 224-3790. Online at aminoradjustment.net.
Nichols and Hawkins back deep to receive. Nice little drive by the Jays. 13 plays, 45 yards. Couple of penalties involved. And it is 14-7, and the kick goes out of bounds. The question is, did it go out or was it a touchback? And they're saying the ball went in the end zone. Not sure how the linesman could see that from where he was at. And now they're going to just give the ball to Blue Springs South at the 20-yard line. Difference in what, about 20 yards there,
yeah,
Coach?
Absolutely. I was going to say I don't know how they could tell that when the ball lands out of bounds. Anyway, the Jags start at their own 20-yard line. This is the important drive for the Jags to get back the momentum here.
Our second quarter brought to you by CarStar Blue Springs at 3210 East 40 Highway in Blue Springs. Running out of the pistol, the handoff to Cofield, and he gets swarmed under and will lose a couple of yards. Jays have the momentum right now, and you could tell that play was going to break down the minute he started running laterally instead of running downhill.
Right, they had good pursuit there on the left side, and there was no place to go, and we can't run backwards when we try to outrun somebody. They've got good team speed, too. You've got to just take the yards you can get and not try to create more.
Our officiating crew will give you their names in a moment. I do not recognize them. Nigro is going to run it on the option. He will keep it himself and get back to the 15-yard line, and that play goes absolutely nowhere. Dave Meisel is our referee. Dale Worley is the umpire. The linesman is Brian Woolworth. The line judge is Scott Essery, and the back judge, Justin Meisel.
The Jays are really filling the box up. They're kind of daring us to pass by overloading the box. What I mean by that is put a lot of people in the front up by the line of scrimmage to dare us to pass.
Well, the one time they did, they got the interception, and Nigro's going to throw. Briley Moore McKinney with a catch, the 20, slips a tackle, gets to the 26, and is going to be about 4 yards shy of a first down.
We'll have to punt, but at least move the ball a little bit better on that pass. We've got to open it up a little bit with that all those people in the box.
So Jackson will punt it away. And back deep to receive is Dennis Barnes. Jackson averages about 32 yards a punt. He's a tight end, a linebacker by trade. They're going to run the play clock down, 6:40 on the game clock. 3 seconds to punt it. They get it away. High kick, fair catch called for back at the 38-yard line. Wise decision by Dennis Barnes because he had 2 Jags bearing right down on him. Our second quarter presented by CarStar Blue Springs at 3210 East 40 Highway in Blue Springs. They're the auto body repair experts. Give them a call at 224-1100 for CarStar Blue Springs. Relax. We'll take it from here.
33-yard punt that time and a fair catch, so no return. pretty good field position by the Jeff City Jays. A very important point at this time to try to stop their run and make them punt back to us. Need that momentum.
Royals have taken a 3-2 lead, top of the second inning in New York. 14-7 here. Jags lead Jeff City. Jays have the ball. 6.5 minutes to go in the first half, and the pass play complete, but there's a fumble on the end of the play, and the Jags have recovered.
That was a very nice play. It was a dive fake, and the tight end went about 5 yards down the field. Very well executed. Then he didn't take care of the ball. Once again, it's wet. You have to hold on to it, and Jeff City's had 2 big fumbles tonight. So, but anyway, that's a play we've got to cover next time they come out.
Micah Mayberry with the recovery of the fumble. That pass play, the ball was caught at the Jeff City 45, and the ball was fumbled on the 42 of Blue Springs South. And Nigro with Cofield standing behind him. Nigro's going to go straight up the middle, and they missed a man, and he
Big
gets
hit by the linebacker.
Nailed right at the line of scrimmage. Are you sure that was 27 for Jeff City, who's a little guy? A.J. Howard at 165 pounds and a linebacker.
Yeah, and he's straightening his helmet. It got a little sideways on him. So, yeah, that was him that gave the hit.
Who?
Yeah, 27. Nice hit.
Nice hit. He couldn't have hit him any harder if he'd hit him with a 2x4. It's a gain of a yard. 2nd down and 9. That's a yard the hard way. Hawkins in motion. They will fake the handoff to him. Nigro to throw, floats it out. Briley Moore McKinney is there. Flag is down. He makes the catch anyway at the 30-yard line.
Got to have a pass interference there on Jeff City. I think he declared it a non-catch. I think he thought it hit the ground. The official did. Pass interference against Jeff City, though. That'll be a 15-yard penalty and a first down.
But, again, it benefits Jeff City by about 15 yards because that was the 30-yard pass play. And, yeah, the consensus in the home team radio booth is he caught the ball.
Well, always. If they want a fair game, they can play at their place.
That doesn't seem to be the case right now. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. I've been leaning that way for about the last quarter now, Coach. 2 backs in the backfield, hand it to Hawkins, and Cofield's going to throw a nice block. Hawkins at the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown!
They have no answer for Hawkins. He's just so quick. He hit the corner. They thought they had pursuit. They let up a little bit, and he was gone. Huge block that time by number 72, Josh Johnson. Great job downfield, boys.
A 43-yard run with 5:25 remaining. And in to attempt the extra point, Jake Rourke. He's 2 for 2 tonight out of the Cale Connors hold. Snap back, ball down, the kick is up, and it is good. 5:25 remaining in the first half. 21-7, the Jags have the lead. Back with the Blue Springs South kickoff right after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
St. Mary's Manor, located at 111 Northwest Mock Avenue, provides high-quality senior and rehabilitation care for Blue Springs and Eastern Jackson County. The caring and professional staff at St. Mary's Manor offers a full range of services, including an aggressive rehab-to-home program offering both inpatient and outpatient services. St. Mary's Manor participates in Medicare, several managed care programs, Medicaid, and workers' compensation programs. For more information, call 228-5655 or online at stmarysmanor.com.
Jake Rourke's going to kick it away for the Jags, this time from the 40-yard line. 5:25 to go first half, 21-7. Blue Springs South with the advantage. Stay tuned for the halftime show, brought to you by Joe Bowman and the folks at BR Carpet. The best in flooring in Blue Springs. Give BR Carpet a call. High kick, deep kick, end zone, 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
What a
Jeff
difference
City.
it makes that we had the unsportsmanlike penalty in the end zone, gave us a penalty on the kickoff. They got the ball on the 40, and that's their only scoring drive. You just can't let that stuff happen.
With that touchdown, Lunar Bowl will make a donation to the Scores for Scholarships program. We want to say thanks to Gary Cobb and the folks at Lunar Bowl, and be sure to visit lunarbowl.com. 4 carries for 70 yards for Jerome Hawkins so far, and 43 of them on that last play to give Blue Springs South the 21-7 lead.
Maybe the nicest run of the year. That was an excellent run.
Rain continuing to come down. Huff goes in motion, and as they hand it to Huff on the jet sweep, a flag flies, and they will blow the play dead.
Illegal motion. Looks like something on the offense there. Yeah.
And this is going to cost Jeff City. Well, the Sonic Locker Room covers the Cats and Jags throughout the school year. Tune in to 10:30 a.m. KCWJ every Monday at 5 for the Wildcats edition, every Tuesday at 5 for the Jags edition. And you can hear the archive broadcast at soniclockerroom.com. So illegal motion, illegal procedure, whatever you want to call it. Here comes the blitz, and C will throw. The ball is caught, and the receiver making the catch is Ellinger, and he takes it out over the 40 to the 43-yard line. And they caught the Jags in a blitz that time, and their leading receiver was one-on-one.
Once again, the play-action fake, and number 2 for them is Daniel Ellinger. He's 6'3", and his height made a difference that time, but we're not doing a very good job of covering the receivers on the play-action pass. We got to do a better job of that. That got them out of their end of the field, and they're out at the 40.
Ellinger with his 27th catch of the year, his first of the night, and they have the ball on the 40-yard line, just shy of the 41. And a flag is going to fly with 12 on the play clock. They're in the first quarter late. Lee Summit West with a 7-0 lead at Kickapoo down in Springfield. And they're in the second quarter. Raytown with a 21-7 lead over Fort Osage. And illegal procedure is going to be called on Jefferson City. Second such penalty that has been flagged on them on this drive, and they have been penalized 4 times for 30 yards so far in this one.
Yeah, it makes a big difference, and the more it rains, the slicker everything gets, the more discipline you have to have. So Jags need to hang on here and do what they're supposed to do.
Huff and Ellinger go split wide to the right side of the handoff to Wilson, and he runs into big number 49 in the middle of that line. That's Hunter Jenkins, one of the linebackers. And after a gain of about a yard, maybe 2, it'll be 2nd and 13.
I'll tell you, Hunter did a great job that time. He filled the hole and got a hold of the runner. Then we had help on the way. Several other Jags helped push the runner back. It's going to be 2nd and about 14. They got maybe a yard.
Yeah, they gave him, they're saying 13, so that meant they gave him 2. And that was tough because he got hit right as he got to the line of scrimmage. He will line up in front of the quarterback as Gunner C. About 5 yards behind the line. He's going to look to throw. Fired over the middle and over the head of his intended receiver, Alan Rottinger.
Cale Connors did a great job of covering there, and I think had the ball been more on target, I think Cale could have had the interception. So it's one of those deals that the receiver looked open for a minute, but was covered very well. You know, that 6'3" receiver they've got, Daniel Ellinger, is really a good receiver, and that height difference makes a huge advantage for him.
They're in the second quarter, and I mentioned this score only because Webb City hasn't been behind in a game since Eisenhower was president, and they trail 9-8 to Carl Junction.
Oh, wow.
And they're approaching halftime in that ball game. Empty backfield. They've got trips right, a single man left. That's Wilson to the left, and C is going to pull up and throw the ball deep and throw it downfield, and it's poked away from Huff.
Ricky Nichols.
Nichols, the guy who defended and did a fine job there.
Boy, it was scary, too. The receiver looked wide open, and Ricky came across at the last minute and knocked that down. You get the feeling that he knew it was there and had it covered all the time, but boy, it's scary to see a kid all by himself wide open down there.
3:58 to go in the first half. It's 21-7. The Jags have the advantage. Nichols standing back inside the 30 at the 29. And J.T. Bolkin will punt it away. Good snap. High kick. And this one is going to be caught back at the 20-yard line. Stutter steps, and a flag is going to be thrown, and bad field position will get worse because of a penalty called on the Jags.
Some kind of illegal block on the far side. I can see a Jag pleading his case. They don't very often pick up that flag once they throw it down.
It is holding against Blue Springs South.
Illegal block is the call.
That's going to put us back at about the 10-yard line, isn't it?
Yep. I don't know if you could hear what we heard through the headsets, but kind of got a chuckle as folks on the near side not happy with what they've seen, particularly on that call. So half the distance will take it to the 10-yard line.
Very important drive here. We'd love to score, but what we need is at least 2 first downs to get it out of there. You don't want to give them field position.
Nigro will keep it and fight his way forward. Good, tough, determined run. And he's going to get it out close to the 15. He'll be stopped at about the 14-yard line if they give him a good spot. And it appears they're going to. It'll be 2nd down and 6, 3.5 to play.
Nice job. That's an option play, but he went back inside, and I was looking for number 27 for a big hit, but he got by him.
I was going to say, as much as he has been hit one on none, he continues to run without any fear. And they're going to pitch the ball out, and he's just shaking his head and saying it slipped off his hands. And I think he changed it up because Jeff City started to jam the middle.
Right.
And then he pulled the ball back and looked for a receiver.
Yeah, Noah's having a hard time gripping the ball. That the pass went to the receiver's feet, giving us 3rd down and about 6.
Nigro is 2 for 5 passing for 15 yards. And he's usually a little bit better than that. Cofield standing to his left, and now he's going to run the ball. Patience. He gets away outside the 15 to the 20, 25, 30, and down to the 35, maybe the 36-yard line.
Who knew that Noah had all those moves? He made a couple of people miss.
Jalen Martin, the linebacker, makes the tackle for the Jeff City Jays, dressed in white with red numbers. Jags wearing their blue with green numerals. And
nice job that time. 22-yard run.
Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Nichols and Hawkins go to the right. DJ Frost coming to the near side.
So important to move the ball out here field position-wise this late in the half.
Cofield, big hole. He's to the 45-50. Into Jeff City territory inside the 40 and pushed down at the 37-yard line. May give him the 36 with progress.
Cofield and Hawkins are putting on a running display here that's amazing. Jeff City doesn't know how to deal with them. The speed is just overwhelming. When they in the middle or on the outside, they do a great job.
Where are they spotting this football?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, he was all the way up almost to the 30.
I'm beginning to get worried, Coach. They put him down all the way back at the 38. Nigro flips the screen out. It's caught by Cofield, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're doing a good job sniffing out the screen plays. Number 13 that time, that's
Sands.
Isaiah Sands. He did a great job of waiting around for Cofield, so he didn't get any yards.
We're coming down to 2 minutes to go in the first half. It's 21-7. Blue Springs South with the advantage. They're going to say he lost half a yard. Put it back closer to the 39. It'll be 2nd down and 10 to go, and the pass out to Hawkins off his hands. He heard the defense coming. And
well, they had it figured out anyway. He wasn't going to make any yards.
Yeah, and there's Isaac Moreland, a defensive back, up to apply the hit. It's 3rd down and 10. They just spotted the ball and put it back to the 38. 1:45 to go, Coach. You see where I'm saying?
I don't want to say it. A little voice in the back of my head says Mr. Magoo did a good job spotting the ball that time.
Nigro's going to throw. He fires it out, and Briley Moore McKinney couldn't loop back around behind the D-back who was covering as the ball, again, in the rain, slipping off of Nigro's hands, and it bounces off Briley's hands as well, and it'll bring up 4th down, and so Corey Jackson will be in to punt the football, and he'll be standing back at his own 47, 48-yard line. They're at the half down at Ray Peck, and Ray Moore Peculiar with a 6-0 lead over Blue Springs. That game at the half. Here we've got 1:40 before halftime. Jags with a 21-7 lead over Jeff City, and Jackson's kick has some bounce to it, bounces at the 10, inside the 10, rolls down to the 5 and out of bounds.
Great job of coverage there by the Jags, keeping the ball inside the 10. 33-yard kick, no return because we got the thing out of bounds. I'm trying to see who ran down there and did that.
They say it bounced out of bounds at the 7, Coach.
That looks like 40. That's Bobby Rivera maybe.
I'm not sure he got his hands on the ball because he was down around the 5.
Yeah. Well, who knows with the way they're spotting the ball tonight.
My point exactly. And once again, poor field position for Gunner C and the Jeff City Jays offense with 90 seconds to go here in the first half.
Now we got to look for a turnover. This would be a great place for us to pick one off.
Under center, C running out of the I formation. He's going to throw, floats it long, and overthrows everybody at the 35-yard line.
Great coverage that time. No chance of a completion there.
Was it Micah Mayberry?
Oh, okay.
Well, Nichols, I think, is on the near side.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So he had the guy on the near side taken care of, and Mayberry covered the receiver on the far side, 2nd and 10. Ball on the 7-yard line with 1:25 to go here in the half. I formation once again, single receivers, and the pitch back to Wilson, and Wilson is going to get hit back around the line of scrimmage and then fall forward to about the 9, so it'll be 3rd down and 8.
I harp on it all the time, but we did a much better job. We made the quarterback pitch right after the fake. Our perimeter people caught up with the pitch man. Super job that time. Looked like that's going to take us to halftime.
Going to take us to a timeout. And we'll remind you that you're listening to exciting high school football playoff action driven by the McCarthy Auto Group on 10:30 a.m. KCWJ, Blue Springs, Kansas City. Timeout on the field with 1:10 to go. 21-14. The Jags have the lead over Jefferson City. Back right after this on KCWJ from Vision Sports.
Have you tried to look 10 or 20 years into your future? Jobs, families, and goals change. You need to create a plan for your retirement, thoughtfully, professionally, and personally. Waddell & Reed can help. For 7 decades, we have helped investors work toward a secure retirement. You can count on your Waddell & Reed financial advisor to craft a plan that is right for you. Waddell & Reed, investing with a plan. Waddell & Reed Incorporated, member SIPC.
Call Christopher Wade at 816-358-2463.
Jays empty the backfield, and C will throw out of the end zone, flip it out on a screen. It's going to be caught by Rodiger, and he'll get a first down outside the 15 to the 20-yard line with a minute exactly left to go here in the first half. And the Jags have done a good job, Coach, on the wide receivers, but they've let the tight end get open a few times.
Yeah, and the Jays did a nice job that time of spreading the field out so that it was difficult to cover, and that was a real wide screen. So good play call, good selection there, and good execution. They picked up a first down.
60 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll run out of the pistol. Wilson standing behind his quarterback. And at 5'10", he can get lost behind a guy who stands 6'4". Clock running. We're down to 40 seconds. And Gunner C will throw. Stands in, happy feet, looks to run. Now he cuts wide, and down he goes. He has to go down, sliding back the 8-yard line because there were a couple of linebackers waiting for him.
We'll see if Blue Springs South is not going to call a timeout. I was going to see if they could make them punt, but it's second down. That probably isn't going to happen. Looks like they're going to let the clock run out and make it be halftime.
Elijah Twy and Justice Hurlup were there waiting on Gunner C. Down to 9-8. Clock is running. 5. They're going to snap the ball and hand it off to Wilson. Wilson's going to pick up some yardage, but he'll get out to the 29-yard line, short of the first down as the first half comes to a close. So we're at halftime. Our second quarter was brought to you by CarStar Blue Springs at 3210 East 40 Highway in Blue Springs. They're the auto body repair experts. Call 224-1100 for CarStar Blue Springs. Relax. We'll take it from here. Our halftime show is coming up with Tony Reisinger, brought to you by Joe Bowman and the folks at BR Carpet. For the best in flooring in Blue Springs, call them at 224-0777 or go online at brcarpet.com. At the half, it's the Jags 21, Jeff City 7. We'll be back with a halftime show right after this from Vision Sports on 1030 a.m. KCWJ.
Blue Springs attorney David Zeiler and the Zeiler Law Firm is proud to call Blue Springs home and, like you, proudly cheers for the Cats and Jags. With over 18 years of experience, the Zeiler Law Firm is a one-stop shop for all of your legal needs, including general practice, business law, and litigation. The Zeiler Law Firm represents individuals, small business owners, and corporations, always approaching each case with its full attention and dedication, protecting the client's interest and exceeding expectations. The Zeiler Law Firm provides the legal expertise normally associated with a large legal firm, yet provides its clients with the personal attention and efficiency of a small firm. Make the right call for the legal expert advice of a compassionate and a highly respected attorney. Call Blue Springs attorney David Zeiler of the Zeiler Law Firm, located at 2008 Northwest South Outer Road at 988-7215. Online at ZeilerLawFirm.net. The choice of a lawyer is important and should not be based on advertisements.
BR Carpet is a local family-owned and operated flooring company proud to call Blue Springs home. BR Carpet is your one-stop shop for carpet, vinyl flooring, ceramic tile, laminate, hardwood, and more. You will always work with a courteous, caring, and professional staff at BR Carpet from purchase through installation. Residential or commercial, BR Carpet offers the best prices due to its low overhead, on-site warehouse, and bulk purchasing. For the best in flooring services, make the winning call. BR Carpet at 224-0777 or online at brcarpet.com.
Hi, this is Tony Reisinger for CarStar Blue Springs, located at 3210 West 40 Highway. Over the past 18 months, I have utilized the outstanding services of CarStar Blue Springs on 3 occasions. Each visit was expedient and worry-free. The friendly and professional staff at CarStar Blue Springs took care of all the details and had a rental vehicle ready when I arrived. When it comes to auto body repair, I always recommend CarStar Blue Springs. Call 220-1100, online at CarStarBlueSprings.com. CarStar Blue Springs, relax. We'll take it from here.
Lunar Bowl is a fantastic solution for your club or organization's fundraising efforts. Lunar Bowl has an easy and turnkey fundraising program which has raised over $1 million for local groups and organizations. Lunar Bowl would do a great job for you. They're located at 2001 Northwest 7 Highway in Blue Springs. To book your fundraising event, call Group Sales Manager Tina Short at 816-220-7722. That's 220-7722. On the web at lunarbowl.com.
Looking for a great deal on your next set of wheels? Raytown Lee Summit Community Credit Union and Enterprise Car Sales has a great deal for your new set of wheels. And Raytown Lee Summit Community Credit Union will make your first payment up to $350 with no payments for 90 days. For more information and details about this great program, call 816-356-0791. That's 356-0791, or visit rlsccu.org to be pre-approved by Raytown Lee Summit Community Credit Union.
Welcome back to Larry Stewart Memorial Stadium here on the beautiful campus of Blue Springs South High School, Blue Springs, Missouri. 21-7 to score. Blue Springs South on top of Jeff City. The Sonic Scholar Athlete of the Week is next. This is a presentation of Vision Sports.
All right, let's see. Tots, slushes. Ooh, Sonic's got new boneless wings. Let's go with a dozen garlic parmesan. Psst, over here, go with the island fire, man. It got a nice sweet kick. When did Dave's inner monologue pick up an accent? When Dave studied abroad in the Caribbean, man. Listen here, y'all. I reckon we should go with honey barbecue. This inner monologue got a southern twang, too. Yes, sirree, Bob. Me name's Dave, man. Dave.
There's something for everyone. New boneless wings and 6 great flavors. This is how you Sonic.
Welcome back to Larry Stewart Memorial Stadium here on the beautiful campus of Blue Springs South High School, Blue Springs, Missouri. Steady rain here. Time now to recognize the Sonic Scholar Athlete of the Week, presented by Sonic, with 6 locations in the Blue Springs School District. Remember, it's not just good, it's Sonic good. And tonight we're not going to recognize a student athlete. We want to recognize the coaches, the assistant coaches, all the teachers, all the staff at Blue Springs South High School do such a fantastic job. You saw that the Blue Springs School District got that 100% rating and that great evaluation they do in the state of Missouri. And we just want to thank all the great teachers at Blue Springs South High School and all the staff, the front office staff, and Sarah back in the activity staff, everyone. It's always a great day to be a Jaguar. So congratulations, and speaking of great Jaguars, we have a great Jaguar in the booth tonight. We're joined by Dr. Randy Dow, former principal here at Blue Springs South High School. He was principal, and great things going on, a couple of state championships. And Dr. Dow, welcome back to Blue Springs South.
Well, thanks, Tony. It's always good to be back at Blue Springs South High School and seeing all the great things that kids are doing. And, of course, like you said, the administration and staff here supports those kids really well and gives them an opportunity to do a lot of great things, and they never disappoint us.
Let's give a shout-out to some folks that don't get a lot of shout-outs, but they should. Because when you come to Blue Springs South High School and you see the custodians at Blue Springs South High School, they have all the pep in their step. They are proud Jaguars, and they make the school look beautiful, fix things up. What a great job the custodians do.
Yeah, they do a great job, and some of that goes right back to the community. Several years ago, the community supported us in a several million, I think it was an $86 million renovation project in the district, and additions and so forth, and we got a lot of that here. And our guys at the time and these custodians still have taken a lot of pride in what the community provided for us. Uh-huh. And, our goal then, and it still is today, I know in talking to Dr. Belt, is that, the goal is that 10 years from now, somebody walks through the door and says, wow, is this place brand new?
Yep.
And those guys have taken that to heart, and they do a great job in trying to keep this place looking brand new.
And they make it look fantastic. And now it's time for our Myra Music Scholar of the Week, presented by the great folks at Myra Music, who for 50 years have told us making music makes you smarter. And we want to recognize Dr. Ken Hansen. Yep. Fantastic music director, band director here at Blue Springs South. He came to Blue Springs South under your tutelage. And tell us about Ken Hansen.
Well, I've known Ken for about 20 years now, and quite honestly, it's no secret that he was my kid's band director at Odessa High School a number of years ago. But the thing about Ken is that he has so much compassion for kids and love for kids, and as they get to know him, they don't want to disappoint him. And you can see what's happening with Jaguar Pride. I mean, what a phenomenal program. And, I think probably the thing that I learned quickest as principal is that it doesn't matter what activity it is. The kids, whatever activity they're in, they learn the same things, whether it's discipline, whether it's teamwork, whatever it is. They learn it in whatever activity they're in. These band kids are just rocking and rolling and doing great things. And Ken and his staff is doing a tremendous job in leading them.
Well, Dr. Dow, thank you very much for joining us here at halftime, and congratulations on such a great hire. I'm sure you got some crops to tend to out there on the back 40 in Odessa. And appropriately that you're here, because now it's time for us to recognize someone in the community doing some great things presented by the great folks at Raytown Lee Summit Community Credit Union. Donna Bunton and Julie Bunton, they do such a great job. We are so proud to be customers at Raytown Lee Summit Community Credit Union. And this week, selfish plug, we want to thank Ken Ball and 10:30 a.m. KCWJ because they are bringing NHL hockey back to Kansas City. That's right, NHL hockey is coming back to Kansas City starting November the 7th. The St. Louis Blues will be carried on 10:30 a.m. KCWJ. A lot of St. Louis Blues fans here in Kansas City. Professional hockey, NHL hockey on 10:30 a.m. KCWJ. When we come back, we will take a look at the numbers. This is a presentation of Vision Sports.
It's time to start school band and orchestra. Give your child the tools for success by renting your quality instrument from Meyer Music. Meyer Music carries all the top brands of school-approved band and orchestra instruments, as well as the books and accessories you need to start the school year. Meyer Music celebrating its 50th year of renting and selling instruments in the Kansas City area. Come in and check out their affordable rent-to-learn and purchase programs. Make Meyer Music your choice for all your musical needs. And remember, at Meyer Music, making music makes you smarter.
Foster Dental Care is proud to bring you the Cats and the Jags. Located on the South Outer Road in Blue Springs, Foster Dental Care is the outstanding choice for your family's dental care. At Foster Dental Care, you're always welcomed by a very caring and courteous staff that are among the most qualified and experienced dental professionals in the area. Foster Dental Care is the preferred Invisalign provider, the clear alternative for braces. For the very best in general and cosmetic dentistry, call Foster Dental Care at 228-6988. Online at fosterdentalcare.com. Foster Dental Care, proud provider of healthy smiles in Blue Springs for 30 years.
There he goes! He's running through traffic. He'll be hard to stop, but wait! His tank's on empty. He makes a cut into Quick Trip. With cat-like moves, he's at the pump. He inserts his Chopper Shopper rewards card. The fuel price goes down a nickel, down a dime, 15, 20. Price Chopper scores him 25 cents a gallon.
Score some savings at Price Chopper and never pay full price on gas again.
Price Chopper, fresher ways to save.
CareSpot Urgent Care is open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. CareSpot provides care for many common illnesses and minor injuries, and also provides wellness care services like physicals, immunizations, and health screenings. At CareSpot, you will experience same-day service without the expense of an ER visit for non-life-threatening issues. CareSpot offers online and mobile options to schedule your appointment. You can also call ahead, which means less time in the lobby. CareSpot has 8 convenient locations, including Blue Springs, Lee Summit, Raytown, and Leewood. Visit them online at carespot.com.
Welcome back to Larry Stewart Memorial Stadium, 21-7 Blue Springs South on top of Jeff City here at halftime. Now it's time to take a look at the numbers presented by the great folks at Reinhard and Kovacs CPAs. Looking for a great CPA, give them a call or check them out online at reinhardcpas.com. 21-7 is the score for Blue Springs South rushing. We've got Cofield 7 carries for 44 yards. Hawkins with 4 carries for 70 yards and a touchdown. And we have Nigro with 7 carries for 48 yards and put in there Cofield with 2 touchdowns. And for total first downs, Blue Springs South with 8, 4 for Jeff City. Total yardage, 192 for Blue Springs South and 102 for Jeff City. When we come back, we'll hear from Brett Reinhardt, one of our great sponsors. This is the presentation of Vision Sports.
Numbers, numbers, numbers. In football, a touchdown is 6 points. The team with the most points wins. If you're looking for a winning number to call for a great accountant for your business or personal needs, call Reinhardt and Kovacs at 427-5645. Brett Reinhardt and Sarah Kovacs are ready to prepare a winning game plan for you or your business. Reinhardt and Kovacs, CPA. They're located at 2012 Northwest South Outer Road. Call 427-5645. Online at reinhardtcpas.com.
Hello?
Hi, Eric. This is Terry from Farmers Insurance. Any changes regarding your home or car?
Well, I started carpooling with some friends from work.
No problem. With the extra people in the car, we want you to stay safe, so let me update your liability limits.
Perfect.
Until you close the gaps in your insurance, you could be living dangerously. We'll help you know the gaps and lose all those.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
For great rates and outstanding service, contact Blue Springs Farmers agents Kevin Hornick and Jake Greco. Proud to bring you the Cats and Jags.
WeatherTech Roofing is proud to bring you the Cats and Jags. WeatherTech Roofing is locally owned and operated and has built a great reputation for its exceptional work and customer satisfaction. Highly respected and often recommended by insurance professionals, WeatherTech Roofing is fully bonded and insured. Our clients know they are fully covered and protected. Contact the experts at WeatherTech Roofing for a free roof inspection. Call 228-2005. That's 228-2005. Online at wtechroofing.com.
Hey, it's Dale, and for years I used to try and put up my own Christmas lights. It was laughable at best. And then I met a guy named Scott Shippey. He's with Cutting Edge Lawn, and they do custom hanging of Christmas lights. They provide the lights, they install, they take them down, and they store them for next year. And Scott is very creative. He'll come up with a light display that will make you the envy of the neighborhood. Visit them on the web at cuttingedgelawn.net, or you can reach them at 816-220-3714. That's 816-220-3714 or cuttingedgelawn.net. And when you call him, make sure you tell him I sent you.
Welcome back to the BR Carpet Halftime Show here on 1030 AM KCWJ. I'm Tony Ressinger of Vision Sports, and our this week's guest, our sponsor guest, is Brett Reinhardt from Reinhardt and Kovacs CPAs right here in Blue Springs. If you're looking for an outstanding firm to do your accounting, I suggest that you give them a call at Reinhardt and Kovacs CPA. And Brett, you're a huge sports fan, and you're a graduate of Truman High School, but you're here in Blue Springs. You're located here in Blue Springs. Big supporter of the Wildcats and the Jaguars.
That's right, Tony. I've been a Blue Springs resident for the past 15 years or so, and it's kind of my second home now, kind of my adopted home, and just always followed all the sports in town, and just support all the kids and the families and all that good stuff.
You were a part of a different accounting firm here for a long time, and you made the venture out on your own here recently, probably 18 months, 2 years ago. How's it going? How is it doing business in Blue Springs as a Blue Springs business owner?
Oh, it's been great. To be perfectly honest, I kind of looked all over eastern Jackson County to kind of figure out where I was going to set my footprint when I decided to go on my own, and I just kept coming back to Blue Springs, and that's my adopted home, and we love it here, and we knew this is where we should be. And I had two other accountants come with me, and we just, like I said, we just knew Blue Springs where we should be, we needed to be, and it's been the best decision we made.
Okay, well, tell us about the other outstanding accountants you have in your firm.
Well, they bring the looks and the smarts to the place, what I like to say. And I don't quite know what I have to do with the place, but no, Sarah Kovacs, she's a outstanding CPA. She what I tell people is she has no business being with me. She should be at one of the big four firms downtown because that's how good she is. But like me, she has a heart for the small business and the local community, and she's born and raised in Blue Springs herself. So we decided to just lock horns a couple of years ago, and it's going great.
Yep. There are many businesses here in Blue Springs. There's a lot of people that try to do everything on their own, and that can be overwhelming. Why is it that someone should hire a CPA firm?
You know what, Tony? I tell people that if you think you need a CPA, you probably do. Like we don't twist arms around here. We don't try to convince you need us if you don't. But most of our client base is small to mid-sized business owners, the self-employment, that type. And if you're self-employed, you probably do need one.
Right.
If it's not us, please find another one around town because you'll be happy you did.
You got to think about, what is your time worth? You can't work. There's not 26, 27 hours in a day like many people want. So the peace of mind of having your own CPA to take care of everything, and if there's any questions, you guys have the answers. It's a great peace of mind, correct?
Oh yeah, it's not just peace of mind. It's that if you own a business, you should be focusing your time on your core business, not on back office things like accounting work, tax work, things like that. Give those to us. Let us take care of them.
Yep. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining us on the halftime program. Thank you for your sponsorship here. If you're looking for an outstanding CPA firm, someone who really supports Blue Springs athletics, the community, you just met Brett Reinhardt with Reinhardt and Kovacs. They're at 2012 Northwest South Outer Road in Blue Springs. You can check them out online at reinhardtcpas.com. And Brett, if someone wants to give you a call, what's the phone number they call?
816-427-5645.
Hey, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Keep up the great work.
All right. This is a presentation of Vision Sport. Hi, this is Tony Reisinger for CarStar Blue Springs, located at 3210 West 40 Highway. Over the past 18 months, I have utilized the outstanding services of CarStar Blue Springs on 3 occasions. Each visit was expedient and worry-free. The friendly and professional staff at CarStar Blue Springs took care of all the details and had a rental vehicle ready when I arrived. When it comes to auto body repair, I always recommend CarStar Blue Springs. Call 220-1100, online at carstarbluesprings.com. CarStar Blue Springs, relax. We'll take it from here.
Sinclair's Restaurant would like to say thank you, Blue Springs, for making our first year outstanding. Sinclair's proudly offers a fantastic menu featuring unique entrees, appetizers, and desserts, a chef special, as well as an amazing Sunday brunch and a lunch menu with a 15-minute guarantee, or your next lunch is free. Sinclair's Restaurant at 1402 Northwest 7 Highway in Blue Springs. Call 224-3811. Proud to be in Blue Springs, and like you, cheers for the Cats and Jags.
In 2011, 23% of all traffic collisions involve cell phones. That's 1.3 million crashes. Text messaging makes a crash 23 times more likely. Please don't text and drive. A message brought to you by your friends and neighbors at Myers Funeral Chapel, 1600 Main Street in Blue Springs. Proud to call Blue Springs home. Proud to support the Blue Springs School District and the Blue Springs community. Myers Funeral Chapel, family owned and operated. 229-3276. On the web at myersfuneralchapel.com. Papa John's wants to reward your passion for the Blue Springs School District. Now through the end of the school year, receive 40% off your entire regular menu price online order, plus an additional 10% will be donated back to the Blue Springs Educational Foundation. Go to papajohns.com. Enter the promo code BSEF40. That's BSEF40 to receive 40% off your entire regular menu price online order and an additional 10% donated back to the Blue Springs Educational Foundation. Papa John's supports Blue Springs schools. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
The second half kickoff is going into the end zone, so it will come out to the 20-yard line. 21-7. Blue Springs South has the advantage. Rob Evans along with Coach Buddy Young from Larry Stewart Memorial Stadium. And our second half kickoff was brought to you by Scott Shippey and the Cutting Edge. For the best in landscaping, tree care, and custom hanging of your Christmas lights, call Scott Shippey at 220-3714 or go online at cuttingedgelawn.net. Big start to the second half. Jays get the football coach. And they're right at it quickly as they get to the line. This would be a nice time to get a 3-and-out.
Yeah, we'll see if their game plan has changed any. They ran a lot of option, a lot of play-action pass.
And they're going to throw the ball right off the bat, go down the near sideline, and Hawkins steps in front of the intended receiver, Daniel Ellinger, and knocks the ball away at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you, Ellinger's got the height, but the ball came in a little bit low. It helped Hawkins get in front of it a little bit. That could have been an interception there.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10, 7 seconds into the second half. Got some scores that we'll update you on. First of all, they're in the 4th inning now? And the Mets lead the Royals 4-3. 2nd down and 10 from the 20-yard line. C will throw on an out. Has a man. That's Huff, and he'll catch at the 35, out at the 37-yard line.
Very nice route that time. Yeah, Adam Huff that time got in between the zones, and quarterback put the ball right in the right place. Nice job. First down at the 47-yard line for Jeff City.
First down and 10. Wilson in motion. He'll get the handoff, and he's going to get bulldogged down back at the 20 or the 33-yard line. They'll probably put him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
That was Nick Blair that time. Played it perfectly and was right there on the perimeter. That's an example of what I was talking about. Everybody did their job. He didn't take the fake. He stayed home, and the ball came to him.
Ends up losing 3 yards back to the 34-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 13 from that point. Jays going right to left here in the third quarter. Again, Wilson in motion. He'll get the handoff, and again, he's going to get caught behind the line. Same guy got a hold of him and tossed him down.
Same play, and Nick was right there. I guess they didn't like the way that other one ended, so they're going to run it again.
Nick Blair with the tackle, and this time he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll be, he loses another yard, 3rd and 14. This one back at
maybe
the 33.
Maybe they'll run it again.
They've got twins to the right, a single man to the left, and a man in motion. That's their tight end, and they overthrow Huff at the 43-yard line. And it wasn't exactly a 3-and-out, but only one first down, and the Jags will get the ball in pretty good field position.
Well, I think the officials also missed it. The receiver in motion started forward before the ball was snapped, and that should have been another 5-yard penalty that got skipped. So
I thought I saw that too, but I wasn't gonna. I was gonna turn over a new leaf at halftime.
Nope, I'm throwing them under the bus, Coach.
Good. I'll drive over them.
That's right.
Punting situation, and Bolkin will get a low snap. They put a little pressure on. He gets a kick away. It's beautiful, and Nichols is going to have to make a fair catch back at the 27-yard line. They've got 5:13 to go in the third, and Blue Springs has scored a touchdown. They lead Ray-Pec 7-6. A couple of field goals for Ray-Pec in the first half of that one. Here, the Jags with a 21-7 lead with 10:18 to go in the third quarter. And our third quarter is presented by your Farmers Insurance agents, Kevin Hornick and Jake Greco. Call Kevin or Jake to ensure you're getting all the discounts you deserve. Farmers Insurance gets you back where you belong. Handoff, trying to get to the corner. That's Cofield. And he'll turn the corner at the 30. Get out of bounds at about the 31, 32-yard line.
Linebacker came through, and I couldn't catch the number. Almost had him in the backfield, but Cofield is just so quick. His feet move so quick. He turned that loss into a 3-yard gain. Second down and 7 for the Jags at about the 32-yard line, 31 and a half.
The sticks say 32. The ball is on the 31, and Nigro will give it to Hawkins. He picks up a block, tries to get to the outside, and the defensive back comes up. That's Rashawn Woods.
Oh, yeah. Rashawn did a great job coming up from the corner. Really, we tried to run behind him and lost a lot of yards. It's going to be 3rd and 12.
And Briley Moore McKinney limping off the field just now, being able to bend his knee. That's the surgically repaired knee.
Good article in the paper about him today. He's really endured a lot of injuries.
.45 remaining in the third quarter. And the Jags will send Nichols and Hawkins wide to the left. Got twins coming to the near side as well. And Nigro to throw. He's going to set up. He's going to fire long, and he's got Nichols across the middle at the 45-yard line. And they're saying that Dennis Barnes was on him defensively and not on his back as he headed over towards the football in the middle of the field, and it falls incomplete.
I thought he got there a little quick myself, Dennis did, but no flags.
So it will bring up a punting situation, and Nigro put that ball right on the money. And Barnes is going to stay back to return the punt. Jackson will hit this from about his 15-yard line with 9:27 to go in the first half. A flag flies, a high punt in the air. Fair catch called for back at the 34-yard line, but hang on. It was 4th down and about 12 to go for the first.
Number 11, Dennis Barnes, calls for the fair catch.
See what the officials have to say. And they're going to say procedure against Blue Springs South. CarStar Blue Springs is the preferred auto body repair facility of Vision Sports. Tell them you love Blue Springs when you take your vehicle in, and while it's being repaired there, and they'll make a donation to the Blue Springs Educational Foundation. That's CarStar Blue Springs. Call them at 224-1100. They're going to make them punt it over.
Well, that's probably a good idea on their part.
Illegal formation is the call. Lost to 5 yards. We'll replay.
Looks like they're going to pick up quite a bit on the field position-wise. The receiver is right about the 50-yard line, and they were right down about the 37 before. So
that was a booming punt by Jackson, all for naught. 21-7, Blue Springs South with the lead. And a low snap and a end-over-end kick that will bounce at the 45, and they get a tremendous bump in field position from starting there at their own 37 to the Blue Springs South 44, and there is yet another penalty flag thrown on the play. And again, same thing, and Greg Oder and the Jags coaching staff cannot understand what this guy's doing. And they're going to go out and talk things over. And by that, the illegal formation call once again. And Coach Oder is out, rain gear and all, out near the numbers talking with our referee. They're going to decline this penalty and figure that, well, they're going to leave well enough alone and take the ball where it's at. A 22-yard difference between where it would have been and where it is now. And Gunner C under center. They're going to put the ball back on the 45. Huff gets it. They fake the handoff to him. Instead, C goes up the middle to gain 5 to the 40.
Need to do a better job on the quarterback on that option. So he's a little bit deceptive. He looks like he's not moving very fast.
It's because he's not. He's just got a huge hole to go through. I mean, he's not that fast.
Hunter Jenkins did a nice job bringing him down that time.
It is 2nd down and 5, 8:40 to go. Here in the third quarter, 21-7, Blue Springs South with the advantage. Jays have started moving the ball since they went to the no huddle. Quick pass, and it's behind the intended receiver, Ellinger, and he drops it.
That's the little slant pass we had a zone coverage on, and he was wide open, threw the ball behind him a little bit.
Gunner C's a junior. He'll be back for another year.
He's 4 for 13 for 57 yards so far. Boy, it's nice to have great statistics sitting right next to you, isn't it?
Yes, it is. All brought to you by our Farmers Insurance agent, Kevin Hornick. Huff in motion on the jet sweep. They will hand it off to him. He'll turn the upfield inside the 20 or the 35 down to the 32.
He'll pick up the first down. You know, we had a defender right there who was assigned to the quarterback, Adam Cofield. He was just right there, but, you know, I said we got to stick with our assignments, and he did. He went to the quarterback and wasn't able to make that play. Important to stop them on this drive.
1st down and 10. They pick up first down on that play. At the 33-yard line, Gunner C to throw, floats it long, and they were looking, well, they had two guys there. Ball was thrown probably more towards Derek Wilson coming out of the backfield as opposed to Ellinger, who was headed downfield.
And I thought Ellinger was more open. We had great coverage by Ricky Nichols over there. There was no way to get to the wide receiver, but Ellinger seemed to be open more toward the hash marks.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Throw one to us.
Single receivers, one to each side. They're going to jump into an I formation, and the option read the pitch back to Wilson, and he gets hammered and nailed down by Jake Lamb.
Jake Lamb did a great job, but I'll tell you what, if you've got that on video, that's a great videotape of how to defense the option. The dive back got tackled, the quarterback got tackled, and the pitchman got tackled. That's an excellent job defensing the option to the short side of the field.
So it'll be 3rd down and 11. He ends up losing a yard out of the play. And the play clock at 13 as the Jays get right back to the line and jump into the I formation once again.
How about a sack here?
3rd down, 11. Gunner C with a play action fake. He looks to throw, and Ellinger is there, catches it, and is tackled inside the 5 down to the 4-yard line by Jake Lamb.
I'm a little frustrated. How do you, on 3rd and 11, let a receiver get behind you? We need to do a better job on that. He was wide open, and it was a good pass. But they're down inside the 5.
Mets have had a run in the fourth. They go to the fifth, 5-3 New York over the Royals in Game 3 of the World Series. First and goal from the 5. Hand the ball off. No. The quarterback keeps it and gets in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Jefferson City. Number 1, Gunner C with the run.
C with the 5-yard run with 6:57 to go. In for the extra point is Bolkin, who is 57 of 59 this year, and the snap is bobbled. He's going to try to run and gets tackled back at the 13-yard line, so the extra point fails. With 6:57 to go here in the third quarter, it's now the Jags 21, the Jeff City Jays 13. Back with the Jeff City kickoff right after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
Little Sports Shop is proud to be the exclusive provider of 827 Apparel uniforms. Uniforms that are designed by you. 827 Apparel uniforms are 100% custom and 100% sublimated. The sky's the limit. You design it, and Littles can do it. You can also work with our professional graphic artists to design the unique look for your team. You'll also like the price and turnaround time when you order your team's unique uniforms from Little Sports Shop at 1006 Main Street. Call 229-3606. Look sharp with uniforms from 827 Apparel, only at Little Sports Shop.
"45 yards on the drive and 8 plays. Gunner C with his second 5-yard touchdown run of the game. Jeff City to kick it away after missing the extra point. And this one goes into the end zone, and they're finally going to blow it dead. Nichols was going to bring it out. I like that. So the ball comes to the 20-yard line, and it'll be first down and 10. Our third quarter brought to you by Farmers Insurance agents Kevin Hornick and Jake Greco. Call Kevin or Jake to ensure that you're getting all of the discounts you deserve. Farmers Insurance gets you back where you belong. Well, Jeff City gets what they need to start the second half. Now the Jags need to answer, leading by 8. And the first down play, handoff straight up the middle. And that's Jerome Hawkins. He bursts through the hole, out over the 25, close to the 28-yard line.
Little counteraction that time. Our line did a good job of opening up a hole. Boy, you like to see that at the beginning. Second and a long 1 or a 2. But the big important thing is we need to march down the field and get another score.
He gains 8 on that first down play and now lines up to the near side. And Nigro will hand it off to Cofield. First down and more outside the 30 to around the 33-yard line.
Boy, the offensive line for the Jags has just done a great job tonight. Good hole that time. Nice 4 or 5 yard run. And we're in business now. First down at the 35.
Burnley gets the tackle. Lamb comes to the near side. Briley Moore McKinney back into the game. He's in the slot. Hand off to Hawkins. He'll turn the corner upfield. 35-40. 45 spins at the 50 and into Jay's territory. And he is downed on the 49-yard line.
Rashawn Woods finally got him down, but I tell you what, when he gets in the open field, Jeff City is almost helpless. They just don't know how to bring him down. A great run that time. Puts us right at the 50-yard line. That's that handoff sweep, and once we get the corner blocked, we're on the way.
I like the fact that he turned it upfield quickly, Coach.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Gets it going north and south, if you will, and Jags going left to right. Have the ball in Jeff City territory at the 49. The handoff. Cofield, big hole at the 40, 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown!
Woo! What a run. Sorry I had to scream. 2 guys had a chance to get him, and he just accelerated past them. It looked like a track meet. A play right up the middle, and oh my gosh, just showed a flash there that you rarely see. And those kids are not slow. That's just an awesome run.
A minute and 26 seconds it takes the Jags to go 80 yards for the score. Snap back, the ball down. Jake Rourke boots it up and through. So with 5:31 to go in the third, it's Blue Springs South 28, Jefferson City 13. Back with the Jags kickoff after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
Greetings from First Bible Baptist Church on Adams Dairy Parkway in Blue Springs. I'm Mark Brown, the lead pastor of the church, and I also double up as the director of ADP Sports, a ministry extension of our church. It's a great blessing to be located across the street from the YMCA and Blue Springs South High School, where we as a church endeavor to fulfill our mission to reach out into the surrounding cities and towns with the gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ. We invite you to come out and get involved in one of the programs of ADP Sports, or join us on one of our Sunday morning worship services at 8:30 and 10 o'clock. Please visit our website at firstbibleadp.com for more information. God bless.
Jake Rourke gets set to kick it away with 5:31 to go here in the third. That's the answer you were looking for, Coach.
Absolutely. I tell you what, I got excited there. You just don't see many runs like that in high school against a top-quality team. Excellent job.
High and deep and down the middle of the fairway, and it's 5 yards deep into the end zone. And the Jays will take the ball at the 20-yard line on that kick by Jake Rourke. 49 yards on the score, 80 yards on the drive in a minute and 26 seconds. All on the ground. Or did I miss a pass?
No, you did a great job.
Yep. So Gunner C and the Jays back to work. Down now by 15 after their missed extra point. And he will operate. Fake a handoff to Wilson. Roll to the right side. Dump the ball off, and the pass is incomplete. And a flag is thrown at the 25-yard line.
I don't know what I don't trust the calls.
I worry every time I see
I
that.
do too.
This one is going to be an eligible receiver downfield.
Okay.
From what I'm gathering. No, I still don't trust him, Tony. They're starting the fourth quarter. Blue Springs by a point, 7-6 down at Ray-Pac. And after Raytown jumped out to a 21-7 lead over Fort Osage, the Indians have charged back. They lead 27-21 late in the third quarter.
Bring up second down and 10.
So the pass incomplete, second down and 10, and the ball on the 20-yard line. So they took the play as opposed to the penalty. And C to throw, lets it fly deep. They've got a man, and reaching up was Savion Cavarine, and then Ellinger took his eye off the ball because the hand was up there as he was leaping to try to deflect the pass, and it dropped incomplete.
I think Savion got a hand on it. I think he changed the flight of the ball, and it kind of ricocheted into Clevenger's chest.
So it'll bring up third down and 10. He had a step on the defender, but
he did, and he's a tall kid. He's tough to cover.
And Savion is 6'1", so he was able to get up as well.
Yeah.
Well, Ellinger is listed at 6'3", may go a little higher. He comes split to the near side. They've got twins near side, a single man far side. Fake to Wilson on the sweep, and then they throw a screen to the outside, and the receiver makes the catch but is upended at the 24-yard line.
That's about as good a play as you can make as a cornerback to come up and stop that play. Man-on-man tackle out in the perimeter like that, extremely tough to do, especially when it's wet like this with your footing. Great job by the Jags. We're going to get the ball back in good field position here.
A solid rain coming down now. We went out during the half, and it's picked up since then as the punter gets it away. Bolkin will get a little bit of a roll, and Nichols will get out of the way as it rolls inside the 35 to the 33-yard line, right down the center of the field. So with 4:29 to go, it'll be 1st and 10, Blue Springs South at that point.
Go ahead, 44-yard punt with that roll there.
Vision Sports is committed to the Buy Blue Springs campaign. We do business with our sponsors and encourage you to consider our sponsors when you're in the need of their products or services. It's so important to buy local. Remember, buy Blue Springs. We do at Vision Sports. 3 receivers come to the near side. Briley Moore McKinney, the tight end, in tight on the left. And the fake handoff. They're going to look fake short, go long. Lamb's out there. He's got it at the 40. He's to the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown.
Play action pass that time. We've run the ball so well right up the middle. We faked to the running back in the middle. Jake Lamb is wide open for a 67-yard touchdown pass to put this game way up for the Jags.
This comes with 4:13 left to go here in the third. And Jake Rourke in to attempt the extra point. Connors the hold. Snap back. The ball down. The kick is booted up and through. And with 4:13 to go in the third, it's the Jags 35, Jeff City 13. Back with a Blue Springs South kickoff after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
Are you looking for that wow factor for your next event? A wedding, birthday, retirement? You can take your event to the next level when you serve a delicious custom-made cake from the Cake Pan. The Cake Pan has been making customized cakes to order since 1980, featuring its fantastic buttercream icing, always made from scratch. Kathy Yardley prepares each cake with devoted passion and expertise, knowing it's an important aspect to her client's special event. The Cake Pan, located at 609 Northwest R.D. Mize Road in Blue Springs. Call 228-7180, online at thecakepan.com.
Jake Rourke is going to kick it away.
Noah has struggled getting the ball deep on passing. And boy, he put the ball right on the money that time to Jake Lamb. Great pass play.
Nice fake. Huff will catch this one right down the middle of the fairway, or he was going to catch it and then let it drop. 5 yards deep in the end zone, and that's where the Jeff City Jays will have the football 1st and 10. They've got 7:42 left to play in the game. You don't think they've been running the ball down at Ray-Pec, do you? Blue Springs 14, Ray-Pec 6. There in the third quarter, Kickapoo has scored 19 unanswered points. They lead Lee Summit West 19-7. And in the third, Oak Grove leads Hogan 15-8.
We've had 5 touchbacks on kickoffs. You can't say how much that helps the team.
There's a pass play by Gunner C. as he was off balance and threw the ball short.
Cale Connors almost intercepted.
I was going to say, he broke on the ball and almost picked it off. It's 2nd down and 10.
You know, now that they've got a pass, the rain makes a huge difference. The play action is not going to fool anybody now. They've got to just drop back and throw, and hopefully our coverage, a good time to maybe pick one off here.
It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Play action fake. You're right, it doesn't fool anybody, but the pass is caught at the hash mark on the far side at the 40-yard line. And the pass caught by Jacob Gurley. He's a 6'2 senior, 180 pounds, 20 yards and a first down.
Micah Mayberry had a good cushion back on him that time. He didn't want to let the kid get behind him. So that's safe, and I'd still like to see us step up and get one of those things.
35-13. Jags have the lead. And Gunner C operating out of the shotgun with a play action fake. They're going to throw it long again and overthrow everybody. Gorley was running his route to the 50-yard line at the first down marker, and the ball was thrown a good 15 yards over his head.
Well, part of it was Isaiah Miles introduced himself to Gunner C after, as soon as the ball was released, put a pretty good hit on him there.
They've got Rashawn Woods in the backfield.
Gunner's only 6 for 19 for 107, so struggling a little bit the second half here.
Again, this game has been played in a very steady rain. They look to the sideline, the play clock at 10. They've been at the line of scrimmage going no huddle throughout since the early stages of the contest. He'll throw on second down. Man is open at the 48. He makes the catch and is tackled in his tracks. Ball came free, but Huff was able to make the catch, and they say that it was a completed pass to the 48-yard line. Cale Connors is the guy that lowered the boom on him as soon as he caught it, and it will be third down and 2 yards to go for the first.
And it is very smart. Our secondary is making sure nobody gets behind them, so they've got a good cushion, making sure they keep everything in front of them.
3:10, the clock moves here in the third quarter. Jays juggle their receivers. Huff in the slot to the near side. Ellinger split to the near side. Nobody to the far side of the field running out of the I formation. The handoff is given to Woods, and Woods is tackled back at the 43-yard line.
Tried just a handoff sweep, and it just didn't fool anybody. Micah Mayberry was over there, one of the tacklers, on a loss of, about 3 yards. So nice job by the Jags. They're going to have to punt it away to us.
And Nichols is standing back at the 25, and Boykin standing in his 29. He'll hit this from about the 32 or 33, and so Nichols is back to the 10.
Number 3, Ricky Nichols.
This guy averages quite a bit per punt. And a high kick into the rain at the 23-yard line, and Nichols tried to get away, got hit as soon as he caught the ball, but held on to the ball and even dragged the tackler forward for a yard or two return.
I'll tell you what, I firmly believe that the hardest skill in football is catching a punt like that, especially in the rain. He did a tremendous job there. Catching that punt keeps it from rolling back inside the 10, so I can't just say enough about what a good job that Ricky did on that play, keeping us in good field position here.
Our third quarter presented by Farmers Insurance Agents, Kevin Hornick and Jake Greco. Call Kevin or Jake and be sure that you're getting all the discounts you deserve. Farmers Insurance gets you back where you belong. Nigro hands it off. Cofield explodes through the hole, gets out over the 30 to the 31.
It's amazing how he glides. Yeah, number 72, Josh Johnson, helps him up after Johnson put his linebacker down on his back. So nice play. Picked up 6 yards on that, 7 yards on that. It's going to be 2nd and 3. That's what you like to see this time of the game.
You got that right. Down to 1:50. Clock continues to move. Hawkins left. Briley Moore, McKinney right. Cofield in the pistol formation behind Nigro. Another big hole. He's out over the 35. Again, runs into the official. Cuts to the near side of the 40. 30, 20, 15, 10. Gets hauled down from behind.
I'm not sure that wasn't a horse tackle. That's exactly what's supposed to be called. Officials are a little bit out of their element, I believe.
And
that's
Cofield he's not going back to the bench steadily. I mean, he looked a little wobbly there for a second.
Well,
part of it could have been because he was gassed after the long run, but part of it was he was hauled down and banged down hard on the turf, and it was not called. Could have gotten him by the face mask as well.
69-yard run gives him 179 for the night.
The handoff to Hutzel, and Hutzel going straight ahead to the 10. He is tackled at that point. Clock runs with 1:10 to go. Probably good that I don't have an evaluation form tonight, Coach,
well,
because
you know,
I would not be very. I know you try to be
honest with him, but the horse tackle the horse collar tackle is just so dangerous. You can see there why it bends the runner backwards.
Hutzel is the running back behind Nigro. They'll slip it to him, and he'll get tackled at the 10-yard line. Climbing out of there after making the stop for the Jays is Eric Schwartz. He's a sophomore at 250 pounds.
Big kid.
Down to the final 30 seconds of quarter number 3. 35-13. Blue Springs South with the advantage. Nichols goes split wide to the left, 13 on the play clock. Hawkins comes to the right. More McKinney in tight on the right side. And Nigro is going to fake the handoff. He'll throw the ball over the middle. Flag flies high in the air, and the pass almost picked off.
Penalty flag down. Who knows what this is all
This
about.
was at the 5-yard line, thrown in the air and landed at about the 9. Ineligible receiver downfield against Blue Springs South.
Eligible receiver downfield.
10.2 remaining here in the third quarter.
Penalty is declined.
Jays will decline the penalty, and it'll bring up 4th down and goal from the 10. And looks like Jake Rourke is coming in to attempt the field goal. Rourke this year 8 of 9 on field goal tries with a long of 45. This will be from the 17, a 27-yard attempt out of the hold of Cale Connors. 10.2 seconds left to go in the third, and this kick is way wide to the left.
I think it's no good.
So the kick fails. And
Turnover on down.
with 7 seconds to go, they'll turn things over on downs. They go to the 6th, and the Mets with a 5-3 lead over the Royals. Reminder, you're listening to high school football playoff action driven by the McCarthy Auto Group on 10:30 a.m. KCWJ, Blue Springs, Kansas City. Rob Evans, Coach Buddy Young with you from Larry Stewart Memorial Field. Blaze Howard, our booth engineer. Tony Reisinger, our producer. Kevin Hornick, our statistician here this evening. As Gunner C looks to throw, steps up, and he is going to get away from one man, but goes down under the onslaught back at the 18-yard line.
Had multiple kids in penetration right there, and as he got away from one tackler, another one stepped up. It just makes the clock run out there in the end of the third quarter.
It's Blue Springs South 35, Jeff City 13. Back with the fourth quarter right after this from Vision Sports on 1030 a.m. KCWJ.
Hey, Wildcat and Jaguar fans, get your discounts pumped up with a discount double check from the Blue Springs State Farm agents, proud to bring you the Cats and Jags. Call Chad Smith at 229-1037 or Steve Shipman at 228-6696. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. This is Myron Thomas with your in-game update presented by Foster Dental Care, providing healthy smiles in Blue Springs for over 30 years. Call 228-6988 online at fosterdentalcare.com. Fourth quarter score, Blue Springs 14, Ray Peck 6. Also in the fourth quarter, Staley 21, St. Joe Central 0. In the third quarter, Kickapoo 19, Lee Summit West 7. Now let's go back to Rob Evans and Buddy Young at Larry Stewart Stadium.
Thank you very much, Myron. Fourth quarter underway. As soon as Jeff City puts the ball in play, we'll be underway here in the fourth. Gunner C with a man in motion. That's his tight end going from left to right. He's going to throw over the middle, and the pass overthrown and incomplete at the 29-yard line, and they lowered the boom on Mr. Huff.
And I believe that Hunter Jenkins may have gotten a finger on that ball. Changed the flight just enough that they were not able to catch it. Nice job.
Well, Hunter may have gotten the ball, but somebody else got the receiver. And as the ball passed overhead like an orbiting satellite, they lowered the boom on him.
Yeah. There's some hitting going on, that's for sure.
Or what does Mitch Holtis say? He put the hammer down.
Yeah.
It's third down and 12 yards to go for the first. From the 18-yard line, they need to get to the 30, and the rush is on. They flip the ball out, the pass incomplete. And they had a blocker out there, Charles Nelson. And I didn't see who the linebacker that he had a hold of was, who was trying to disrupt the play. But he did, and the pass incomplete.
Nick Blair was out there on the play and had it covered perfectly. There was not much of a chance for a play there. We're going to get the ball back right about midfield.
McKinney put the pressure on the quarterback, and that caused him to throw it early, and they're going to punt it away. Nichols standing back near midfield, and Boykin with a high kick The punt caught at the 48, coming to the near side, 45, back into Jay's territory, and he's down at the 41. And we have got an altercation in the middle of the field. Flags fly everywhere, and we're going to have some problems here as both teams are trying to get over there, and it's been chippy from the beginning.
You know what,
this
though?
could hurt the Jags if it stays the way it is now.
It can, but the kid from Jeff City ran over and hit the Blue Springs South kid, and no flag came out. And the officials let that get out of hand.
It's been coming for the better part of 2 quarters now, Coach. And it finally gets here. And the Jeff City side, the Jeff City coaches are incredulous in their response, and I'm kind of like you. That's what I saw away from the ball after the tackle.
But you're right. If a Blue Springs South kid gets thrown out, he'll sit out next week.
And a Jeff City coach, I don't know if that's Coach Ted LePage or not, took the flag. One of the flags were down on the field, carried it over their bench, and then threw it back out on the field. And they just took a look at him. I mean, I got to be honest with you.
There's game film here, and it's going to show exactly what happened.
Well, if you're watching our replay on TV in Blue Springs, you'll be able to see the action because it occurred pretty close to the play. The fourth quarter brought to you by Myers Funeral Chapel, locally owned and family operated, proud to be part of the Blue Springs community. The friendly staff at Myers Funeral Chapel reminds you that texting and driving is dangerous. For everyone on the road, please do not text and drive. Coach, I got to be honest with you. I don't understand how the far sideline can be upset at the breaks that they allegedly have or haven't gotten because they've had things going their way tonight.
Yeah.
The Jags have been able to play through some situations, and now we await their ruling and see what they're going to say. Now they're going to go over, and our referee, Dave Meisel, will go over and talk to Ted LePage. And now there are 3 officials over there while the referee is explaining what's going on over there. Somebody's coming over to, one of the officials coming over to the Blue Springs sidelines and are informing them what's going on. And now our referee comes over as well. And there you see, if you're watching on the replay, Greg Oder talking with the officials. Well, the Beef Jerky Outlet is now open in Independence with over 200 varieties of beef jerky, as well as gourmet popcorn, candy, rubs, and sauces. The Beef Jerky Outlet is located in the strip mall just south of Costco. Visit them online at independencejerky.com. You were motioning that another flag should have been thrown?
No, I'm anxious to see if they're going to expel one of the Blue Springs South kids. That's going to really hurt for next week.
So the ball is, I'm guessing, going to be spotted at the 40 because the back judge has the ball covered up, and Coach Greg Oder doesn't display much emotion, but he doesn't explain much anyway. Personal foul on Jefferson City.
Nobody's thrown out. Oh, my gosh.
And the back judge starts to mark off the penalty against the Jags, and now we'll go the other way. It's just the semantics of that. He could have gotten turned around, but it doesn't do the near side any good to see that it's being marked off against them. So they will put the ball on the 20-yard line, And it is a personal foul on Jefferson City with no retaliation. Penalty called on Blue Springs South. Now, Noah Nigro and the other offensive captains follow our referee to the middle of the field, and he is calling the Jeff City captains out on the field and is basically going to tell them to knock it off.
Yeah.
As well he should at this point.
Yeah, and that's well and good. But, well, we've got video, and MSHSAA will be anxious to see what happened after that play, and that kid's not ejected. That's amazing.
Well, I'm just sitting here thinking, Coach, maybe it ought to be the coach's video that they look at and not listen to us give our commentary on what we thought has been going on most of the way. So after the referee leaves the huddle, the players get together and talk, and it looks like they've agreed to
nobody's
perform
hurt.
Properly.
We've got all of our players.
They're in is the important thing, and they did a good job in making sure that neither side lost a man.
Yeah, that's important.
Nigro with two backs, still operating from the pistol, hands it to Hawkins. He'll try to turn the corner, spins, and gets pulled down from behind. And they grabbed him high, but it was around the shoulder pads, and it was not in the collar.
It was a clean tackle. Yeah. That's fine, and that's all you want is just things to go well.
It's going to end up being a loss of a couple of yards.
We need to keep our composure at this point, because if somebody gets sucked into a penalty at this point and gets ejected, they'll have to sit out next week also.
They'll run out of the pistol with Cofield standing behind Nigro as the rain picks up in intensity. And Nigro will hand it off to Cofield. Nice hole up the middle. Spins inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Hawkins was in there trying to block as well. And
brought down by number 22, Rashawn Woods.
Rashawn Woods with the tackle, Coach.
It's tough to handle Cofield inside. He is just really elusive. He's got great feet, and tough for them to bring him down. It took a bad situation where we lost 3 yards, and all of a sudden it's third and a very makeable 3 yards.
Third down to 3.
10:40 remaining in the game. And it's starting to get a little bit colder now. You see the breath of the quarterback as he calls out the cadence on the field. And under center, they hand it to Hawkins on the delay. He's to the 10, to the 5, and dives to the pylon and is in for the touchdown.
It was a little bit of delayed play there off tackle. He jumped outside. Once again, when Cofield or Hawkins get outside, they just don't have an answer for him. Their feet are too quick.
Rourke will be in to attempt the extra point. A 13-yard touchdown run with 10:13 to go in the game, and it's 41-13. Snap back. Cale Connors will hold. Jake Rourke boots it up and through. And with 10:14 to play in the game, it's Blue Springs South 42, Jefferson City 13. Back with the Jags kickoff right after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
The Fieldhouse is opening soon in Blue Springs. The Fieldhouse is a 76,000 square foot indoor recreation and fitness facility located at 425 Northeast Mock Avenue. The Fieldhouse features a 6,500 square foot fitness center, 4 hard surfaced courts, an artificial turf field, 2 walking tracks, a spin studio, aerobic and dance studio, child watch room, party and meeting rooms, and much, much more. For membership and other information, log on to bluespringsgov.com/Fieldhouse.
Our fourth quarter is brought to you by Myers Funeral Chapel, locally owned, family operated, and proud to be part of the Blue Springs community. They remind you that texting and driving is dangerous for everyone on the road. Please don't text and drive. Barnes is going to catch this one at the 4 and bring it ahead to the 10. Stutter step 15. Down he goes at the far hash mark at the 15-yard line.
Return taken by number 11.
Great coverage there by the Jags. 3 weeks ago we'd had a little bit of trouble with that, and evidently they've worked on it because people stayed in their lanes. No chance for a big play there. Great job by the Jags on the coverage.
Since the 6:57 mark when Gunnar C. scored his second touchdown of the game to make it 21-13, this has been a 21-0 spurt for the Jags.
Now we need to keep everybody healthy, run that clock, and get out of here so we can play next week.
Man in motion is Huff. They're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. He'll turn the corner and get out of bounds as he approaches the 20, may get to the 21, and it'll bring up second down.
Once again, the Jags playing just a little bit of prevent there with a good cushion, making sure everything's playing in front of them. You got to be careful of the Daniel Ellinger kid out here. He's just, he's on the far side, isn't he? But he's a great receiver.
Francis Howell and Fort Zumwalt West are playing to see who gets to play the winner of this one. The handoff is fake to Huff, and then C will keep it and get dragged down behind the line of scrimmage, which was the 20. He'll get tackled at about the 18-yard line. Elijah Twy, one of those in on the tackle for the Jags. If Fort Zumwalt West pulls the upset tonight, I believe the game would be here if the Jags hang on and win. And they lead at 42-13 with 9:25 remaining in the game. They have got a new quarterback into the contest. Looks like Bolkin, the left-hander, is going to be in to throw, and he will throw it up for grabs, and the pass is incomplete.
Yeah, that was really a better pass to us than it was the Jeff City kid. Jake Lamb over there did a great job on coverage. Our cushion is extremely good right now, and they're going to have to punt.
And they'll have to punt. And the punter standing inside the 10-yard line backs up to the 5, so the Jags are going to get good field position as Ricky Nichols standing inside his 50 at the 49. He's punted a lot tonight and has had a pretty good average. They put pressure on, and he will get a high punt away, caught at the Jags 49-yard line. And that's where Blue Springs South will have it with 9 minutes and 3 seconds remaining, a 34-yard punt. You take a look at the backs tonight for Blue Springs South. Cofield has carried it and gained 183 yards. Hawkins has run for 106.
Yeah, I noticed that time I was smiling. Jerome Hawkins ran down and got between Ricky and the jet guy for Jeff City so there wouldn't get a hit. And Jerome is not very tall. It looked kind of funny, but he was down there protecting his teammate. That's a great job.
Blue Springs South with the football on the 49-yard line, first down and 10. And they're going to jump into the pistol formation. And Caleb Hutzel is the running back now, and he's going to hand the ball off to Hutzel. Nigro will. And he'll take it inside the 45 to the 44-yard line.
The effective thing tonight is the Jaguar line has done a good job on base blocking, and right there, no different. Just a straight handoff there and up the middle for 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 3, and that's what you got to have as a running game that'll run that clock down in the fourth quarter. Super job by the Jag line tonight. You just got to give them the credit. They've done a super job.
So it'll be second down. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3. And they're going to send a couple of guys split wide to the left side. Now they bring one to the near side. They'll set up single receivers, one each way. And Hutzel is going to get the carry and drag a tackler for 3 yards and a first down.
Yeah, that was number 44, Jalen Martin, the linebacker there that got a hands on him. But Hutzel's showed a lot of strength there and just carried him for a couple of yards so that we pick up a first down.
So he gets to just shy of the 40-yard line. And we're just a tick under 8 minutes to go in this game.
Keep that clock running, Coach Oder.
He'd like to, but they stop it when you get a first down.
Right. Oh, they'll start it up again here.
Well, you'd hope.
Let's see. Come on, guys. Turn the clock. There we go.
It's not running fast enough, Coach, but it never does when you have the lead. Nigro with Hutzel behind him. We'll toss it to him on the sweep, coming to the near side. And he is hit at the 40 and spins away from one man, but then gets finished off by Gavin Strobel, who comes up from a secondary position. And there's no gain on the play, maybe a half yard at best, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that's a toss sweep that time. We're just trying to stay in bounds and keep the clock running and run as much time off as we can. You know, when the emotions get out of hand like this, it's better to just get out of it with everybody healthy.
You know, the thing is, I think the emotions have kind of calmed down a little bit now.
Hopefully.
They're in the bottom of the 6th. Mets lead the Royals 5-3 in Game 3 of the World Series in New York. We get a timeout on the field taken by the officials, which will give us a chance to remind you that, well, as we start to say that, our referee winds the clock. And it's running again on 2nd down and 9. Long 9, short 10. There's the snap, and they will hand it off, and a nice spin move by Hutzel for the first down inside the 25, finding his way to the 23, and they never did get him down, Coach. They blew him dead.
Yeah, and once again, 44, probably their best tackler, Jalen Martin. Eventually he's got him stopped, but we've got a big first down inside the 25-yard line, going to be about the 24. You know, it's just a base play up the middle. And once again, our offensive line, we don't have to do anything fancy. We're just blocking them and running the ball.
We talked to Coach Oder on the pregame show about it. I think we were joking when we said that if the dive plays work and you keep running it.
Well,
but this play's it's been open all night.
Absolutely. We got a big lead. There's no sense in doing anything fancy, and you want to just run the clock out. But being able to have a line that can do that is just amazing.
6:15 left to play in the ball game. Hutzel runs into his own man and gets knocked down. Lamb got knocked down, and they all help each other up. It's not going to be much of a gain. Back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
Stalemate there by the offensive line, and he just ran into the back of his offensive line and hit the deck. Probably the hardest hit of the night on Hutzel.
Blue Springs with a 14-12 win at Ray-Pec, and they will either play Kickapoo. At last report, fourth quarter had a 19-7 lead over Lee Summit West. Hutzel gets the handoff to the corner. He's to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and he is down close to the goal line and will be down on the 1.
Open up a hold-off tackle, and linebackers were a little bit slow to get there. They were lucky to knock him down at the 1-yard line. Hutzel showing a little burst of speed there that we didn't know he had. Nice run. 23 yards.
A 23-yard carry along with the 192 that Cofield the 292 that Cofield and Hawkins have accumulated, and the Jags have run the football very, very well tonight. On a night in which it was rainy, and they have done the job. 1st and goal, another trip into the red zone brought to you by U.S. Bank Investments Advisor Eric Sporing, and Hutzel takes it in from the 1 for the score.
Wow.
It's 48-13 with 4:53 left to go. In to attempt the extra point will be Rourke. He is 6 for 6 so far tonight. So he's 38 out of 41. Bad snap will not allow him to attempt the extra point, and Sands will land on top of him, and a flag is thrown. And there will be a penalty on Jefferson City for a personal foul that will be enforced on the kickoff. So the bad snap, the extra point unable to be attempted, and with 4:53 to go, it's 48-13. Blue Springs South with the lead. We'll have the Jags kickoff right after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than about retirement. But if you think your retirement deserves more attention, I can help. I'm Eric Sporing, financial advisor at U.S. Bank and Corp Investments. Stop by my office at 1500 North 7 Highway in Blue Springs.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not guaranteed by the bank, may lose value, not insured by any federal government agency. Investment products and services are available through U.S. Bank Corp Investments, member FINRA, SIPC, an investment advisor and brokerage subsidiary of U.S. Bank Corp and affiliate of U.S. Bank.
Rourke is going to kick it off from the Jeff City 45-yard line. In District 4 of Class 6, the district final next week, Kickapoo hosts Blue Springs. The Kickapoo Chiefs beat Lee Summit West 26-7 after outscoring the Titans 26-0 down the stretch, and that kick from the 45 went about 70 yards through the goalpost and out the other end. So the ball on the 20-yard line.
How about this? We've got Jerome Hawkins with 106 yards rushing. We've got Adam Cofield with 183 yards rushing, and now Caleb Hutzel has 55 for 344 yards on the ground tonight. That's a pretty amazing stat in the playoffs.
7 plays, 51 yards on that last drive. And they're going to keep the ball on the ground. And once again, the left-handed quarterback, Bolkin, who is the punter, and he's going to carry the football and pick up a couple of yards, make it 3 out to the 23. And with a 35-point lead, the clock should run. So the last 4:53 will probably scoot by in about 5 minutes.
Once again, Nick Blair comes up and makes a big play. He's done a great job for the defense tonight.
Bolkin's going to keep it. He's going to throw it long, and it's caught by Ellinger, and he's out to the 49-yard line. Nice pitch and catch. But coming after the Jags put 28 straight on the board to blow this game open.
Yeah, nice coverage over there. I believe that was Savion, and Ellinger just reached up and got it over him. He's got great height.
They will throw the ball once again. This time they go over the middle, looking for the tight end, Ottinger. And the pass incomplete, and he was hit and rolled up as soon as the pass got there. Incomplete, 2nd and 10 from the 50.
Camden Sprouse does a great job that time, making sure that the pass is going to be incomplete. Tell you what, our linebackers, this may be the best game they've played all year.
Quick pitch and catch at the 45-yard line, a gain of 5. As a low snap, and then the ball is caught by Ellinger for a gain of 5. Clock runs with 3:19 to go. I got to be honest with you, Coach. I did not think we would get in this situation tonight.
I didn't either. But I'm really proud of the Jags.
Completed pass to Ellinger at the 25, and he's tackled as he takes it down to the 10, and we're going to get a penalty flag, and they're going to say that he was hit after the receiver was out of bounds. So personal foul against Blue Springs South. Did they say face mask? Did they say that?
Horse collar tackle.
Okay. So put it down on the 5 because the ball is already on the 10. .252 to go, and they start the clock once again. So the Jays looking to get into the end zone. Huff in motion. They'll hand the ball to Wilson, and Wilson's going to get gang tackled at about the 2.
Scrum at the 2. Just about everybody on both teams pushing on that play.
And the clock will continue to roll merrily along. So Blue Springs playing for a district title next week down in Springfield against Kickapoo. The winner of this game, which looks like it'll be the Jags, will face either Fort Zumwalt West or Francis Howell. If it's Fort Zumwalt, it'll be in the St. Louis area, and if it's an upset, it'll be here. The quarterback will keep, and he will take it in for this touchdown. J.T. Bolkin scores on a 3-yard run.
Little option play. They fake to the running back up the middle, then the quarterback takes it outside.
Number 10, J.T. Bolkin.
So with 2:06 to go, that'll...
Nice execution there, and they're going to go for 2 points.
Yeah, they're looking to get back to 21. It's 48-19. So they will line up with Huff, or no, it's Boykin in the shotgun formation. He's going to keep it, has a big hole to go for the 2-point conversion. And with 2:06 to go in the ball game, it's the Jags 48, Jeff City 21. Back with the Jeff City kickoff right after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
All right, let's see. Tots, slushes. Ooh, Sonic's got new boneless wings. Let's go with a dozen garlic parmesan. Psst, over here, go with the island fire, man. It got a nice sweet kick. When did Dave's inner monologue pick up an accent? When Dave studied abroad in the Caribbean, man. Listen here, y'all. I reckon we should go with honey barbecue. This inner monologue got a southern twang, too. Yes, sirree, Bob. Me name's Dave, man. Dave.
There's something for everyone. New boneless wings and 6 great flavors. This is how you Sonic.
Fourth quarter of our game presented by Myers Funeral Chapel, locally owned, family operated, and proud to be part of the Blue Springs community. They remind you not to text and drive. Please do not do that.
Just had a flag thrown.
For what?
Back here, I don't know.
What did the
penalty against the Jags?
You can laugh about it now, Coach. You can laugh about it now. We're awaiting an onside kick with 2:05 to go. I think somehow we lost a second during the extra point attempt, which is fine. There's the onside kick. A line drive is kicked right to one of the up men. And coming out of there after catching for Blue Springs South was Jacob Stevens. And they got over him and covered him up pretty well to make sure that he didn't get hit. And now Camden Sprouse at 6'3", 230 pounds. He's a linebacker by trade. He'll come in and run the quarterback spot for the last 2:05. So the Jags with win number 11, all but in their pocket. And in to run the football is D'Avro Burns, and now Blue Springs South is going to have to take a timeout.
Blue Springs South.
They were playing with 10.
Yeah, and I think it was really close. Will Hughes came in as a wide receiver. He was almost lined up across the football there. They need to make sure his alignment's correct.
So they'll grab a timeout, and that'll allow us to remind you that Vision Sports and Papa John's can save you money and raise money for the Blue Springs Education Foundation. Now through the end of the school year, receive 40% off your entire regular menu price when you order online and enter the promo code BSEF40. Go to papajohns.com and enter the code BSEF40. Papa John's will donate 10% of your order's cost to the Blue Springs Education Foundation. Handoff on the sweep coming to the near side. They'll get to the middle of the field, try to cut it upfield. And Burns will get tackled for a loss of a yard. It'll bring up second down to the 11 with 1:50 to go. And the important part of that play, the clock continues to run.
Yeah, Gage Humphrey made a nice job there. It made a nice tackle there. Defensive end for Jeff City. He's a big kid. He's a senior, 6'1", 230.
Down to 90 seconds to go. 48-21, the Jags have the lead over the Jeff City Jays, who will finish the year at 9-2 with their losses to number 1 CBC and number 3 Blue Springs South. And the quarterback will keep the football, and Sprouse will take it into Jeff City territory inside the 40, and he's going to be spotted down to the 39-yard line.
Little option play, and we saw Camden do really well a couple of weeks ago. He's got a little speed. He does a really nice job running that option. 22-yard gain. Take it down inside the 40-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Hopefully this is the last play.
Down to a minute to play. And we're going to get a stoppage of play. And with Blue Springs winning their game down at Ray-Pec 14-12 tonight, I want to say thanks to Vision Sports stringer Sun Jung for the Blue Springs updates this evening from Ray-Pec. So a tip of the hat to Sun for coming through and keeping us updated on the Wildcats. So the Cats and Jags are moving on to the district finals. Sprouse will take a knee back to the 40-yard line. And we are within 5 seconds of not having to snap it anymore. This game is going to have to endure one more play. We waited until we got to 2 seconds and started the play clock. So we'll do it again. And now it's over. Blue Springs South 48, Jefferson City 21. And we invite you to stay tuned for our post-game activities with Tony Reisinger and our crew here at Larry Stewart Memorial Stadium. Our final, the Jags 48, the Jays 21. Back with a post-game right after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
The McCarthy Auto Group is a proud supporter of Preps KC and high school sports across Kansas City. If you're in the market for a newer pre-owned vehicle or you need service or body work done, we hope you'll visit one of the 12 McCarthy Auto Group locations. Visit kccars.com for over 2,000 new certified and pre-owned vehicles. We've got most every make and model and prices to fit every budget. The McCarthy Auto Group, with locations in Olathe and Overland Park, Kansas, and